We live, we live. Salute, man, the water gang. Salute to the water gang. I see y'all. I gotta put the waters in the chat, man. Salute. J Meadow, Ainswell, my guy Fresh Always. We here, man. I appreciate y'all. Everybody who been holding us down, y'all. We gotta, yo, the midterms coming up, and listen, them politicians working hard, y'all. They putting a check out here for um combating the FBAs. Y'all know how we do. But yeah, we're gonna go over a couple of them, y'all. Um, the wannabe, we got a wannabe Stephen A. Smith. Shout out to Fawcett Media, man. We got a wannabe Stephen A. Smith trying to get in the game of slandering FBAs. Feel me? We're gonna play that. The Ruby Runner, what's good? Shad, what's good? I see you. Lala Brown, y'all got the waters in the chat. Y'all know how we do. Prince George County, DMV. What's up, Waters? Shout out to PG County, man. Money Man, salute, bro. PG County in the building. Got Crystal out there in PG County. Lanita, what's good? The Water Gang, we here. For real, Water Gang. Water Girl H2O, yeah, that's the handle, man. Yeah, we're going over some tellers, man. Some first generation tellers decide they want to step out of line. At Bria in the game, Bay Area. Okay. Be more. I see you. Yeah, let's get it, man. Yeah, PG, man, we all over the county. But check this out, y'all. I gotta go over this wannabe Stephen A. Smith. They trying to put him in the game of another first generation immigrant. Got something to say out their mouth. I feel like they paying them at this point, y'all. You know, midterms coming up. That check, you know, they getting that check right now. Bria, for real, Jesse Perez, certified salute, man. Ainsworth, y'all smash that like button on y'all way in. I appreciate it. Uptight, I see you, fam. Saturday vibes, man, all positive. We just doing more lineage business. But yeah, fam, let me pull this up, man. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Shout out to Fawcett Media too for making this bringing this to everybody's attention. Got Joy. Who in the hell wants to go for what? Let me show y'all this, man. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all. So we ain't gonna do. Let me see what y'all said in the chat. But check this out. We gotta bring up this dude right here, fam. Ain't Water got some beautiful FBA women in the chat. Salute. Yeah, they in here now. They be in here. The infinite water. Money man, you shut up without boy. Lineage business. Salute, man. Fresh always. Yeah, we gotta go over this dude right here, man. Go over some points he say, but wanna be Stephen A. Smith. He trying to be the next. You know, they probably trying to pump this guy up to be something like a Stephen A. Did I see Lala Brown? Lala Brown Duval in the building. Nobody does it better. All right, y'all. I'm finna nobody wants to go to Africa. They mad at us because we having pride in where we at, where we come from. This gets people upset. They don't want us to have our own lineage. They want everybody to be able to be included in our lineage. And if midterms coming up, they send a text message telling people to vote. Passport bros even go to Africa. Yeah, shut up, man. But I'm finna play this dude here. And he decided, it's an FBA topic. He gonna step out there on it. Jesse Paris in the building. Yeah, man. We got to push some FBAs to get into that on the independent section, and we gotta vote for them, man. Even if they, we know they may not, but that's what we gotta start. We gotta start having our FBAs and voting for them. Because we know they're gonna stand on reparations first. And I guess we'll get some steam. We gotta get it all our way. They don't go to Africa, they go to the Caribbean, if anything. Straight up clown. His sports take suck. For real, man. He's not, but look at it like this. Stephen A. Smith getting washed up. They've been using him like a $5 pimp. And now they gotta use somebody else. And he's a first generation, just like Stephen A. Fam. First generation. Sweet Sage, what's good? I see you. Levon in the building. Yeah, y'all, we finna get it on with this dude. Check it out. So I'm finna let him play. He gonna say how he's a first generation immigrant. Listen to
another
this.
episode of Here's What I Think with your host, Charles Sabansi. So let's get into this topic here. So this is something that I've been watching from afar for quite some time now. And today I said, you know what, let me address this today. I won't make many shows of this in the future, but I said, let me just give my 2 cents on this whole back and forth here. So recently a video of Cameron, the musician Cameron, went viral where it looked like he was saying African stink, right? But Cameron said that he wasn't saying African stink. He's saying that's what one of his friends said, or someone told him that African stink, right? So he was laughing about it. Then Vic Mensa, who I just recently discovered not too long ago, the guy is really good at articulation and he's quite entertaining. Anyway, so I just stumbled upon his video on Instagram of him responding to Cameron. It got a lot of views, right? And I thought that was that. But then Cameron then responded to Vic.
From I have an idea to I have a plan. Earn an online MBA from the Jack Welch Management
Mensa on another episode of his show. He responded to him. So then today, I saw a video of Vic Mensa on The Breakfast Club. And he was on there addressing his dispute with Cameron. And for those of you who don't know, he's also starting a new podcast. He has Chance the Rapper and all of these people showing up there.
So y'all see how they doing it. Now they done put this man on a new podcast, Vic Mensa. They want him to push this back to Africa theory. They want all of them pushing this back to Africa theory on us because they saying, yo, you know what? It's too much hype around FBAs and they saying they from America. They got paperwork. They doing genealogy. They pointing out land that's theirs. We don't have no control of them, y'all. We need y'all to get out in the field. We need y'all out in the field now. So alert to all of the coons. We need y'all out in the field talking about everybody from Africa. We got to have y'all pushing it back to African theory because it's going to cost us too much money. They're going to make us pay reparations. We can't have it. So we got the tethers coming out trying to stop. They trying to stop us from getting our reparations. Her Groove, salute to you. Man, these people need to stay out of our business. They can't stay out of our business. It's like they got to push this back to African theory, family. I cut another live. Woohoo. Sugar Love, I see you. Sugar Love Cafe. Tania. But it's too late. Podcast is going sucks. Just wait on it. Yeah, man. They're in dire need of all of their coons to come out, and we need y'all to say something about FBA. Draw a line in the sand. We need this promotion.
So he addressed in a very intelligent way. I have to say, the kind of back and forth between him and Cam, and he really went into detail about what he thinks lies at the root of the issue here. So I want to play what he had to say on the Breakfast Club today, and then we're going to come back and really get into the meat and potatoes of today's show. Take a listen to Vic Mensa here.
Which version of Vic do you think people are still judging you by, and why do you think it's you in the Confederate flag dress in the 3 Years Sober video?
Hey, look, you know, it had to happen. You know what I mean? Everybody don't need a podcast, Mike.
I've been saying that forever. Yes,
You know what
you're
I'm
right.
saying? And by the way,
And you don't need one. They just paying him to go out there. So, you know, he part of that trying to discredit us, trying to act like we saying false information. And I seen the video. He did a video where he was talking about trying to put some stats on how Black people come from Africa. Still, they only want Black Americans, y'all, to be on this. They're not pressuring Chinese people to say they from Africa because everybody came from Africa. They're not pressuring nobody else, the Australian Aboriginals. They're not pressing them. Not even the Haitians, the Jamaicans. Only Black Americans. Y'all, we need y'all to tie in Africa. We can't have y'all saying y'all from America. It's a guy with antennas popping out. Man, they popping out from everywhere, man. It's like cockroaches now. We got roaches popping out from everywhere. We trying to step on them. They just coming out. It's crazy right now. Get your raid. We got to get the raid out. It's garbage tellers popping out from everywhere. Fam, we got to get the raid out for them. Have anyone seen OGTV posts with Africans sharing their bathroom culture? Yeah, I see. Shout out to Teresa Henderson. She sent me that. First class citizen. Salute, man. Yeah, man, they trying to push this African American. Let's go. We finna
love
get it.
Cam. I would love to have Cam on my new show, the Vic Mensa Show. Even this conversation, it starts because I really do believe in the collaboration of Black people globally, like Malcolm did, or Martin did, or Angela, Maya Angelou, Marcus Garvey. Our North Stars, they believed in our unity and that being how we really get free. One more thing I'll say, though, is that
Let's unpack that. I want to stay here. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm saying here,
All right.
with Cam and his comments back to you, right? What would your conversation be with him? Like, do you feel like he missed the point that you were trying to make in your video about the whole African not wanting to claim being African conversation?
Well, at first he said that he felt that you misread what he was saying, that he was repeating what somebody said, and he thinks you.
Man, I'm calling them tether roaches. Whoever corny, they're like roaches. They coming out like this. I don't know who this dude is in the chat talking about don't call them roaches. Anthony Moden, what's good, family? Tether raid. Yeah, he talking about don't call them roaches. They roaches to us. They coming out everywhere speaking on our name. We calling them roaches. They coon roaches. Yeah, we need our tether raid, family. We just going to have to FLD on social media platforms with the seats, the chosen one. Salute. So we need the tether raid. You right on, man. Let's
Took that
get
out of context. That's way first. Was that the case?
Softer, firmer, your call. Only at Sleep Number.
right. I mean,
I got one challenge for you. Try Whisper Flow once. One time. And I promise you'll understand why I haven't typed.
You know, I think sometimes we're not all having the same conversation. Like nationality and ancestral origin and culture, these are all different things. I do see oftentimes that comments are made that Black Americans have no culture. I mean, that's just untrue. You know what I mean? Black American culture is the most globally influential culture on the planet. Every corner of the planet is emulating Black American culture. And the truth is also that
Now they done had this man dressed up as a drag, right? Before. So we already know they're using him. Anytime they got you and you dressing up as a woman and all of this, we don't need you starting no podcast, family. You is confused. They definitely keep coming back, multiplying like roaches. Shout out to Spiritual CCTV. Talk about he don't want us to call them roaches. They popping out like roaches on us. We trying to catch all of them and make sure we speaking about it. We need our tether raid. Let's keep it going.
we've been fed an anti-Black narrative on all sides. Like, as Black American people, we've been fed an anti-African narrative. As Africans, so often I see people fall into demeaning Black Americans because they think it's like their ticket to assimilation or proximity to whiteness. Like, all that shit exists. I don't think any relationship of substance can be based on a lie. Like, we can't brush none of that under the rug. It's all legitimate points of disagreement. But who does it benefit, though, for us to be separated? Is my big question. Like, who makes the money from the disjointed African diaspora, Black people of the globe not being unified?
And I do think we all generalize too much, right? Because if you listen to Cam's original comments, you can't make a broad generalization and say Native Africans do not genuinely embrace Black Americans. But there are a lot of Africans.
But they trying to use this fake, they don't want us unified, less unified, and they already got connections with these people. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. So when y'all trying to get us to unify with somebody that's using these talking points, they not really trying to get us to unify. It's hard for them to unify Africa, unify them tribes over there that's in Africa. We're trying to unify over here in America. We're trying to get all our tribes together. We got a lot of tribes that was here in America that we trying to FBA unify. We don't got time to be trying to unify with people that they ain't on the same time we are. We unifying right now. Salute. We gotta keep going.
Who do not embrace Black Americans.
Sure
they do look down on us. So I understood what Cam was saying, but it was just a broad generalization, I think.
A broad brush is gonna miss detail every time. You know what I'm saying? Man, I've been looking into some of the knowledge, and, like, you know, these are a lot of type of things that I break down on my new show. There's a company called Geo.
Y'all know coming out, we coming out. Shout out to the Water Game. Appreciate y'all, man. We coming out with the FBA history book, man. We putting in all of the facts the updated facts. I'm working on that. The updated facts that we got that kills the narrative that we from Africa. We putting all of them facts in the book, make sure the kids get it, make sure we pushing this. This is the knowledge, so they don't try to trick us or trick our people in the future.
Group. It's the largest private prison company in America, responsible for incarcerating thousands of Black people here for profit, modern day slavery. You know where Geo Group is also operating? South Africa. They got thousands of beds in prison facilities incarcerating Black Africans on the continent for profit. So it's like, yo, we actually do share a lot. We share a literal.
We got this energy for any coon, anybody that's trying to cross us with the enemy. If I feel like you standing on enemy lines and you coming out with a podcast and you trying to undermine our people, yeah, we're gonna have energy for touch. That's just what it is, fam. We ain't letting up on no coons around here. We trying to get everything clear so we can really know who we going at. And we got a lot of people that look like us. They're in the way. They're in the way. We can't even get to the real fight and trying to fight to the people that's trying to do something, because we got people standing around us with their hand in our pocket trying to hold us back. This is important. This is very important. Malcolm X told us about this. We trying to really have a clear understanding of who's with us and who's not.
Common oppressor. We share a common enemy. And it benefits them for us to think we have no common ground.
Okay, fantastic. So you heard what he had to say. What are my thoughts about this? Again, I said this from the onset, or maybe I didn't, but I'm going to say it now, that this is a very, very nuanced conversation. That's number one. And number two, I think it's something that I'm just being real with you. I don't remember conversations like this taking place 5, 10, 15 years ago. I don't. Now,
it don't matter. It's a new day. I don't remember conversations happening like this 5, 10, 15 years ago. It doesn't matter. We're waking up. We're doing research. We are sending each other information of research and history, that we're doing our genealogy. We understanding where we come from. We listening to our grandparents and great-grandparents and who they said that we was. So it's information that's coming out. It don't matter how long we've been coming out with this information. It's updated information, just like your phone.
Full disclosure, let me give you guys my background so everyone knows.
This is where it gets tricky.
If you have tried multiple oral antidepressants and they haven't worked,
I'm trying to flip it with this one.
Born in the United States, first generation American. Mom is Sierra Leonean. Dad is Nigerian. Dad never spent a day. He didn't live in America. My dad actually wanted me to go back to Nigeria to live with him, but my mom's.
There it is. He's a first generation immigrant. So that's why you got a problem. We're seeing the connection. Stephen A. Smith, all of these guys, Vic Mensa, all of these people that they choose to rock on their side, they do pick some FBAs too, but they're picking these people that are first generation immigrants. How are y'all always speaking? It's just crazy. It's like roaches. How all y'all get out here speaking ever since we delineating? It's like they scattering around like roaches. We understand that it's not even enough for FBA speaking on us. How can you preach to us about wanting to be associated with America, and you flew from 3,000 miles to be associated with America? Shirley, Wisconsin in the building. Shout out our Wisconsin people, man. We everywhere in the globe right now. Just like the USA, Europe unified, we FBA/Africa must unite. We not talking back to Africa. As bad as you want it now. He ain't got no business speaking on us. He needs to go unite with them people on. That's what I'm saying. That's what they need to be focused on, y'all. They don't need to be focused on trying to tell us to unite with all of these different countries right now. We trying to clean up home right now. We can't be trying to clean up where we at, right here.
Said, no, you stay with me. I've lived in West Africa, lived in Sierra Leone, lived in Nigeria, grew up in the States, born in Maryland, really grew up in New York City, lived in Europe. So I've lived everywhere, right? And I've met people from all walks of life. So I like to view myself as a global citizen, and to me, I wear it as a badge of honor because it allows me to be quite open-minded here. The point I'm making is this, however. I noticed that this wasn't a thing 5, 10 years ago. This conversation really started when Trump got into office. And it really picked up during the second term. And I think with Trump coming to office, it brought in the culture wars. And it was something that's very, very lucrative for people online. The culture wars. Any kind of culture war. Getting rid of the immigrants. You have the far right drifting even further right to the pandering to them. You have the black MAGAs.
No. This is our country, and we understanding that we're being invaded by cockroaches. And we seeing this, a lot of cockroaches coming out. And we understand that it's not good for us. Y'all speaking on us, y'all talking about y'all want to tell us where we from. We'll come out and tell them, hey man, we from America. We got paperwork that shows we don't have no ancestor come from Africa at all. They want to tell us we from Africa. No, 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 y'all. I'm gonna repeat you the colonizer history. The colonizer said you from Africa. He did the research. He said everybody come from Africa, so you got this is what they doing. They want to regurgitate colonizer points that tell us their history that, the slave master wanted us to be pushing. Not what we feel like what we is. This you can't make this stuff up.
It's just there's always something to fight about today. And this is just another thing. Now, if you look at the title of our show, I wrote The Internet War. Why did I say that? I say that because I very much believe that this
ain't no internet war. You see how they trying to push this, y'all? We is telling y'all who we are, who our parents said we are. We did our genealogy. We understanding that we come from America. This ain't a war. This is somebody telling you who they are. And y'all making it a war. You forcing us to be telling everybody we from Africa.
Thing that exists on the internet. And in real life, people are not wrestling with these issues. People are busy trying to pay their bills, take care of their kids, advance in their careers, and actually build their lives. I don't think that people sit down and, I don't think there are people in Africa sitting down and saying, man, I hate African Americans, or people in Africa and in the States, everyday people talking about, man, they're not thinking about them. People are living their lives. People don't have energy for this. People are thinking of how to take care of themselves and feed themselves. And that's what I think people are predominantly focused on.
Ain't no harm in wandering. There's a bounty of fresh produce delivered daily for the taking.
Now, I want to make a quick distinction here, and there's a reason I put Tariq Nasheed's face on the thumbnail. I was going to put Cam, but the reason I didn't put Cam is because I said that's not really at the core of the issue here. So I put Tariq Nasheed's face on there alongside Vic Mensa. There's something I want to just make clear quickly. I want to make a quick distinction between FBA and African Americans. I think the vast majority,
see how they trying to make this distinction now, so when voting time comes, they can say, yeah, y'all, the FBAs is crazy. Them FBAs is hate. They don't like people. They want to make that distinction for political reasons. I'm seeing everybody doing that now. When we're talking about FBA is a lineage. So we're talking about people that was previously called African American. We talking about that, but that's a name that was given from the slave master. We not going with these colonizer plays that they trying to run on us no more.
The vast majority of African Americans do not think about this kind of stuff on a day-to-day basis. I don't think they spend any time on it. I think, again, people are living their lives and they're focused on what they're focused on. I think, however, FBA is now saying that we are African Americans. So therefore, what's happening is that by you constantly poking fun at immigrants and all of this, well, what's eventually going to happen is you're going to create creators that now push back on you. And that's ultimately what has been happening. But I want to make that distinction because this is not the target African Americans. Because again, growing up, we never had these conversations, right? Never, ever, ever, never.
So he's a first generation African. He's what you call an African American. And he want us to be called African American, thinking that we're the same. We don't want to be aligned with you. You're not from our lineage. We don't want the same classification as y'all. That's it. We don't want to be, y'all are not us. They just can't seem to get this. His parents is from Africa. He was born in America. when he's speaking to African Americans, you need to be speaking to people that has the same lineage like you. Their parents is from Africa and they was born in America. He's a real African American. He thinks that we want to be in the middle of that. We don't have that. We don't have that lineage background. He want to be able to cosplay. He want to be able to keep, yeah, I'm African American, just like the FBAs, just like the certified ones that's been here and been putting in the work. We ain't doing that no more.
I grew up in New York City. One of my dudes was from Jethro, he Haitian. Another one of my guys, Trinidadian. Andrew, I guess you would call him Black American. Like we never had these conversations. We don't have to, like, what do you, what? Like nobody talking about this in reality, right? So let me give you guys my take on all of this. My take is simply this. You have a set of people that really hate Africa. And when I say they hate Africa, they hate Africa. They hate it with a passion. Oh, them dirty Africans and them dirty Africans. I don't want to be a dirty African and this and this and this and this and this and this. Like they really, really hate it, right? So it's people like them that I've noticed watching on the internet that usually.
We don't see no people talking about that. They just putting stuff out there now. We demand respect. The Africans don't get along with one another. That's what I'm saying. They're not getting along over there. We see how South Africa moving. They don't even mess with. They trying to get all of them people out their country. We don't want this to turn into a third world country, fam.
Kind of say, oh, I'm FBA. Now, FBA stands for Foundational Black American. But again, that's too large of an umbrella. Why do I say this? Let's look at the reparations movement. Well, who is reparations intended for? Reparations is intended for descendants of slaves. So an individual like myself would not qualify for reparations because I'm a first generation American. It's the
right. You're an African American. So we don't want you thinking you finna get any of this that our ancestors built, that our ancestors went through. So we making a distinction. Because they trying to have their hand out, trying to get let me see if I can get some reparations. That's what's going to be next. If them people say, yeah, all right, y'all, listen, we got to give out reparations, man. Anybody that's founded to America, you know, you're going to get, you know, $500,000. Y'all know we're going to have some people trying to tether on. That's why we got to do our genealogy. Project Leroy, appreciate it, fam. Shirley, appreciate you gifting the membership. Salute, family. Always showing love. It's none of his business. He is the new Stephen A. Smith. So this guy is the next Stephen A. Smith that they trying to prep up. You know, they probably gonna put him on ESPN or something like that.
Those that can trace their lineage back to slavery. So one of the things that always confused me was this. If you're for reparations, how can you then be anti-African? I never understood it. How?
Nobody's anti-African. We're just releasing that African off of our name because you are an African American. People like Godfrey is African American. We're not the same. They don't like this. They don't want to stand out and be like people like, oh yeah, you ain't the FBA. You ain't FBA. You shouldn't be talking about this. That's why they fighting it.
How can you say I deserve reparations and my ancestors were enslaved, because those were slaves taken from West Africa, but then I hate Africans? It makes no sense to me. But then I've heard the retort, oh, wait a minute. No, there were blacks here before. There were blacks from this and blacks from this group and that group. I've heard Indians, whatever. And I'm not arguing with you about that. I'm not willing to say, oh, it's not my business to argue with you about that. My issue is, If you're for reparations, how can you then not be African?
I built this website in 5 minutes with Wix Harmony. So I came across this image recently and thought to myself, what if I built an entire brand around this?
How? We're talking about those that were part of the slave trade. That's number one. Number two, the thing that
and that's why we coming out with that FBA history book, y'all. We letting them the slave trade, because they're just repeating the colonizer history that he wanted everybody to know in his version. But now we done learned more, we done did our own research. We trying to put together and have undisputable facts that shows clear cut that we are originally from this land. And all of that old information that y'all trying to pull out, the woodworks from what the colonizer said, it's outdated. We done updated all of that. So all of that stuff they fed in school and they was teaching, we got facts showing that, you know, the European came to the land and they came with the religion. They was trying to get, you know, I did a video on that. They first tried to put the religion on us. All of these facts that state what these people was trying to do when they came to this land to Black people. And we gotta uncover it. It's nothing you tethers can do about it. We know now.
I've noticed that I have to table here. You look at this thing of saying that, oh, wait a minute, you know, I'm foundational Black. I'm foundational Black. If you're not from here, then you can't be foundational. It's only through your lineage. I recently heard someone say that Drake is not an FBA, and I was confounded by that, because if it's lineage based, his father's African American. So how can he not be a foundational Black American when his father is? Then somebody said, no, it has to be both of your parents. And then I said, what the fuck are you talking?
See, now he trying to, bro, we don't know who you getting your information from. We know that it's one parent, okay? We not the line lineage. It's still some people that's of the lineage that's off code, or that we don't feel like certified, or they don't rep their lineage, but they're of the lineage. Okay, if you have, if your father's FBA, your father's FBA. But that don't mean nothing. It's some people that don't want to claim their lineage say that, but they just don't want to. They don't want to be a part of us.
You're just making up stuff here. Says who? Says who? That's not how it works, folks. If it's lineage, then you have both of your parents. But then I've also heard people say, no, it's just one parent.
Oh, yeah, shout out to you.
And I'm like, so if it's just one parent, wouldn't Drake qualify? Then they'll turn, oh, no. It has to be two parents. So I don't get that. That's the first thing. The second thing is this. And I think that this is an effect of slavery. Do you notice, or have you noticed, that all the other groups, ethnic groups in the United States, embrace their roots? And I'm going to get to a larger point. Italian Americans always big up Italy. They can't wait to tell you they're Italian. Chinese Americans can't wait to tell you they're Chinese. Irish Americans can't wait to tell you they're Irish. German Americans can't wait to tell you they're German. And it goes on and on and on and on and on and on. But then when it gets to I'm African, I'm an African. And to me, I want to tell you why I think that the FBA movement has been successful. This is just my.
There you go, the movement. I just did a video. I don't know if y'all checked it out. Y'all got to check it out if you get some time. The movement. These politicians, and this is a political channel. What we're looking at. This is a political channel that he made. He really do sports, and he's doing the same thing that we've seen these other podcasters do. And he's using the same lingo. It's like this is a unified effort, y'all. This is a unified effort to keep us in check. Why do we? Because listen, we caring because we're just showing y'all this is political. This ain't about, we're just showing you the effort that they putting out, that these people are putting out, trying to control the narrative of what we're saying. Because this is very important. It's very important because midterms is coming up, and this has a lot to do with us getting reparations, us not muddying the waters, make it clear as day with genealogy. This is more stating our claim to where we definitely need to be reimbursed. A lot of people don't understand how important this is. This is just the beginning. That's why it's such a fight for them to try to hold our classification. We've been reclassified a lot of times. Now we're naming ourselves, and it's very important. People saying, why do we care? They're trying to control the narrative so they can dilute our presence and what we're saying to our rights for what's rightfully owned to us. Land, reparations, and the things that's happening. It's going to be clear cut that we have a case and we're explaining our case so clear that they're going to have to pay. So we're trying to get y'all to catch on. That's why we're tackling these topics. We're tackling these topics because it's important to them. That's why they're saying it. And we're just making it much more of a clear case. We on our Johnny Cochran right now. This is court. We're in court right now, and we're explaining our case, and we're letting these people talk who are puppets, and we're saying, look at our case. We got all of these facts, all of this information that we saying that states that we've been from this land, we're prisoners of war. You guys lied. You guys have people that's pushing colonizer talking points to try to stop us from getting our reparations. This is what's going on. We can't just sit back and ignore it and let these people control the narrative of our name, image, and likeness. We're trying to make it clear and plain so everybody recognizes it. So for people thinking like, dang, why y'all checking these people? Why y'all? We want to control the narrative. We want to control us on social media on what people identify us as. We don't want the colonizer talking points identifying us. I know y'all, I'm going on a rant, but people got to understand that we're trying to control this narrative, not tethers.
I think that the founder of it, because he owns the patent to it, the name, has found a way to tap into this thing where people may feel disenfranchised. And everyone wants to feel good about who they are and where they're from. So by saying that I'm a foundational American, it gives you a sense of pride. Because what I've noticed is that a lot of people don't feel, a lot of blacks or certain blacks don't feel any sense of pride by associating with Africa. Why? Because Africa is still developing, has a lot of issues, blah, 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 blah. So you don't want to be associated with that. It feels better to say, I'm associated with America. Yes, America is a superpower. And yes, I'm foundational this. My only question is this.
I'll make you a bet. Try Whisper Flow once, just once, and I bet you'll never go back to typing. Next time you open.
Why is this the only group doing this? Why do other groups celebrate their roots, but this group says, you know what, we cut it off here. We're no longer, and look, there's a difference between your nationality and your race. Yes, you're American by nationality and even by culture. But by race, you can slice it any way you like. From here till tomorrow, your ass is an African. And I know it pains a lot of people when they hear that, because they would rather, there's some blacks that would rather be associated.
No, we being associated with what we are. We was reclassified 100 times. I ain't gonna say 100. We was reclassified a lot of times and y'all never said anything. We had people standing up back then. People didn't want us to be called African American. We got some of our elders. Shout out, there was some people in the chat that, you know, Dave mama was 90 years old and still saying, yes, I can't salute the water god for we never was no Africans. We got elders that know this. They don't want us to be called African. They knew that they wasn't African. Their grandmas told them that they was American Indians. And they don't want to be, they want us to continue this push. They want us to be checking these people out here because they don't want them to control the narrative of what they're calling us. Now he want to talk about Tariq Nasheed trademark. See, but he ain't talking about who trademarked African American. It wasn't one of us. I'm trying to catch up on the chats. Y'all in there, but they coming in fast. They not caring about what who trademarked African American. A YT, an organization.
Associated with the Atlanteans. I kid you not, Atlantis didn't say I'm an African. And there, I think, lies the issue. Another point that I want to address here, it's a long show, but hey, you guys will bear with me. If people are not interested, they'll tune out. My thing is this, and this is why I'm very skeptical, is the fervor that they go against after, immigrants, especially black immigrants. I don't see them going after white immigrants. I don't even see them going after white people. And I don't know if FBA is black MAGA, but let me state it here clearly. I hate black MAGA. I'm not biting my tongue I cannot stand black MAGA. You can't be bigger raccoons than them. And I don't know if FBA are them. I don't know that.
There you go. Y'all trying to tie us into politics. We want reparations. We trying to get what's owed to us. It's a bill due. Don't mix us with all of that other stuff. Mix us with that bill that's due. And we trying to get our check. Remember what Martin Luther King said when he said, we going in to get our check. That's what we going in to get. All that other stuff y'all trying to mix us with, listen, we coming to get our check, our land, our crime hate bill. We ain't getting pimped no more. We ain't getting pimped no more for free.
But let me tell you about black MAGAs. Black MAGAs are the exact same thing as the white MAGAs. The only difference with the two groups is that the white MAGAs hate everybody, and the black MAGAs focus exclusively on black immigrants. That's the number one focus I have noticed. Now, I don't know if it's FBA or not. I don't know. But what I'm telling you for free, I cannot stand black MAGAs. I can't stand them. They somehow don't know that they raccoons too. Oh, y'all are raccoons too. Don't get it twisted.
You a raccoon. You is a raccoon cockroach. You undermining us. We not letting nobody go away, Courtney Anderson. Salute, family. My grandparents never liked to be called African. Man, my dad was the same way. Our parents felt this way for a reason. He want us to be black matter. You feel me? Judite warrior, I see you.
You twerking it up for the white man. I never see you going at the white man, calling him out. I be seeing some of y'all rocking the American flag. After this country told you they don't even recognize your history. They said they don't even reckon, and you still running around wrapping yourself like a burrito in the American flag. I be watching y'all. So I don't know if it's the same group. I don't know. But I want to end.
Him mad. He is mad that we fund this country. He is super mad. He be seeing us rocking our flag. He know it's an FBA flag. We be rocking our flag, our Black American flag. Even if people be rocking the American flag, they're from this land. They had people that fought in this war. What is you talking about? Y'all rep y'all flags from y'all country in Africa and Haiti and Jamaica. They rep their flags.
With this, number one, in reality, African Americans, those from the slave trade, I'm not talking about FBAs because you can't be from the slave trade because you said you're not African. So apparently FBA is a different group.
It's a prison. We are prisoners of war. So you thinking this is why we be talking about the colonizer history. FBA history book coming out, man. We trying to let you know the history that we came up with, that we got from our ancestors and what we researched. That slave trade got y'all thrown. Yeah, I guess you didn't come from the slave trade. No, we didn't. We come from the Mayan, the Aztec. America been thriving. America been had the sauce. We been was, had greatness here on this land. They don't want to tell y'all that. America was Egypt. We got so many of our FBA brothers coming out with this content, and we coming out with information and research. You got the Albert Perry story. You got the Louisa skull. This is all the information and stuff we gonna put into the book, y'all. We gotta make the evidence. We gotta put out the evidence and say, look, this the evidence, man. If you got any problems, just refute it. Tell me where you can deny us these facts. Look at the Grand Canyon. We got history that shows that we've been here. This has been the most thriving Black people since way back. They destiny swapped us. They destiny swapped us with Africa because they got more control. We peeping the play.
Those from the slave trade, African Americans, they're not sitting there fighting over Africans in Africa every day. It's not an issue. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. They don't care about it. They're living their lives. They're not sitting here, oh man, I can't. No, they are not thinking about it. Trust and believe me. People are thinking about themselves and their own problems. Same thing with Africans. Now, there may be some Africans that say, oh man, I don't like Americans. And listen, those are the ones you have to correct. And say, no, what you mean? What's the problem? And I've seen it before, and I've done it. I have done it myself. But I grew up in the States. I was called African booty scratcher. Do you see me now coming up here and saying, oh, I hate black? No. Kids get teased. Is it right? No, but it happens. But that doesn't mean that I now, oh, all of a sudden now I'm an adult. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not a baby. Are you joking? Are you serious? The next thing I want to get to here, this is going to be a long video, but the next thing I want to get to here.
Brought to you by Apple Card. This summer,
trying
earn
to
daily cash back
monetize
with
this
Apple
video.
Card.
I'ma
Apply
chop
for
this
Apple
up
Card now and use
for
in
us.
minutes with Apple Pay. Subject to
Definitely,
credit
'cause we
approval.
was,
Apple Card is
we was
issued by
going in.
Goldman Sachs Bank USA,
We need
Salt Lake
people to
City
know that
branch.
it's
Terms
more
and
guys
more at
like this that's coming up.
applecard.com.
Are you ready to level up?
Yeah,
At the
you trying-
University
you
of
really
Arizona
put it-
Global Campus, earn college credit for life
really
and work
put it in there,
experience
y'all.
you can get only in the real
We gon-
world. Explore over 50 online
We
programs
got
for
Love
working adults
Jones
who
and some of
never
our
settle.
FBA
Visit
women next, too.
uagc.edu.
And I mean this. People are wasting all of this time on the internet arguing over these things. Oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that, I'm this, and I'm that. At the end of the day, what are you gonna prosper from this?
We're gonna prosper a lot. We're gonna prosper a clear evidence that we're gonna get our reparations. And we're gonna know because we're gonna have our genealogy, we're gonna know who the people are, who the descendants that everything happened to, and who needs to get paid, and what land needs to be associated to who. Y'all need to go fight y'all fight in y'all country and go do this, what y'all trying to do, and fight y'all, the colonizer over there. We don't got nothing to do with that.
If you spend the next 5-10 years arguing this argument on the internet, how did that move you from point A to point B? Instead of sitting here, let's sit down and talk about ideas. Let's talk about businesses. No. We're going to have this conversation, this low-level conversation of, oh, this guy's from Africa, this guy's from America, and this guy doesn't like an America. Like this is like
they don't like the fact that it is exposing them. Yes, we need to have this. We need to have this clarification. It needs to be clarity. It's been a lot of muddy waters that we're trying to clear up right now. They don't want this to happen, but it's gonna happen. We're standing on this. And I'm from South Florida. I grew up, you knew the distinction. We had a neighborhood, Harlem McBride, in Oakland Park. It was a neighborhood. You had all kind of ethnic groups around us. When we went to school, you knew who was foundational Black American. Our neighborhood was foundational Black American. All of the Jamaicans, the Haitians, the Spanish people, they knew, okay, these are, because our town had history. It was a plantation field that our grandparents was there. So everybody around here, everybody at school knew, okay, these are the Americans. It's a difference. We were the ones dressing cool, can play sports real good, and they was just in awe when they came from this country, these first generations. They knew exactly who he was. We trying to keep that going on. We need to know exactly who is who. A lot of y'all is trying to blend in. Y'all trying to blend in as us, saying we all African American. No, man, that's a distinction.
This is what kills me. Of all of the things to be focused on, how is this moving anybody ahead? Forget about the Africans. Say you hate the Africans. How is this moving your group ahead? When this is the constant stream of information, the constant conversation every single day. Why is this the centerpiece? Why isn't the conversation, hey man, let's try to do business together? Like, this is what I don't understand. This is for idle people. People that have.
Bro, business is business. We can still do business together. We're just letting you know who we are. And we're naming ourselves. Now they trying to take it to everything else. To try to make it seem like we crazy. We ain't going for it. Our government must change the behavior towards our people, FBA. The Thanksgiving American story never. Yeah, we got to put that in the Thanksgiving story for the. It's a lot of information. He mad, ain't he? He's upset. He's mad that they can't tether on to us anymore. He needs to ask himself why he's so focused. Yeah, like, why would you be so caring about somebody else naming themselves and what they doing? I wouldn't even be caring, bro. When the Jamaicans was waving their flag and Haitians was saying, this is us, nobody, we ain't care. Let them call whatever they want to call themselves. It's not my business. It's not my business.
Nothing else better to do. I'm telling you the truth. You must have nothing else better to do, because if you're a busy person and on your purpose and trying to expand your career and maybe start a business, you don't have energy to be having these conversations on a daily, weekly basis. You don't have the energy for it. So my closing is this. There is no war between African Americans and Africans. That is some made up nonsense. There is no war. I've lived in both places. There is no war whatsoever. If you come to Nigeria, you'll see people wearing Michael Jordan jerseys, Kobe Bryant jerseys, influenced by this dressing style of Americans and all of that. And then you see African artists going to America, Black Americans going to their cons. People, they're going to go eat their food. And don't let these people make you feel that this internet dispute is a real thing in reality.
It's people saying they built America, that immigrants built America. They saying all type of out of bounds stuff that we trying to check. Like, what are they talking about? They getting on Grammys saying immigrants built America, not paying homage to our ancestors, putting dirt on our image, name, and likeness. Yes, this is definitely important to us. This is very important to us. The people need to get credit for what they did and what their ancestors did. So when it comes time for reparation, we understand who these people are and what lineage they come from. Y'all trying to take advantage of what our ancestors did. And we ain't having that.
This is all done to divide black people in the world. And I can only wonder who benefits from this. Instead of spending all your time fighting over immigrants, go fight your white masters. This is the same thing we are seeing in South Africa.
Y'all keep pushing his narrative. You guys are the frontline soldiers. You coons and cockroaches are his frontline soldiers. We can't even get to the right people because they throw y'all out there first. We got to get y'all out the way just to fight the battle. And that's just what we doing now. We naming ourselves and they see us throwing out all of their first line black coons. They throwing them at us. They ain't throwing no white people at us. They throwing y'all, the first generation immigrants. And they got some FBA they tied to through. But y'all are the first line that they sending at us. Anytime you trying to fight the power, you gonna see people that look like you is gonna be the first person to come to you doing the colonizer work. They trying to check you. You remember the movie Life? When he had the man with the gun and don't pass the gun line, boss. That's the first man you had to deal with. You can't even deal with these people yet. You got these coons in the way, ready to stand and ready to keep Master Plantation safe. They trying to stop you and keep you in line. They didn't want to tell us, go, why y'all ain't going after them? Because y'all in the way. We got to get y'all out the way.
They went out of their way to kick out all of those foreign blacks. Get rid of all of them. Get them out of our country because they're stealing our jobs and this and this and this. But they're white overlords. They have nothing to say to them. The ones that own the majority of the wealth in South Africa, they are docile when they see them. How can you be so pissed off at immigrants when they have no political power? Instead of going after the groups that actually have power, you're wasting your time fighting with immigrants? With a lot of these MAGA talking points? So this is my case here. This is my 2 cents on it.
Your 2 cents is horrible. Y'all keep throwing us into politics. Stop throwing us into the politics. We trying to fight for what's us. We got our movements that we doing. Delineation, our wealth transfer. We trying to show y'all proof that our ancestors was the ones that built this country, that put in the work. We the ones who are the most successful melanated people. We got 50,000 patents. Y'all are trying to tether on to our accomplishments, our image, name, and likeness. We only want to be associated with the people that's been associated with the greatness that our ancestors did in this country. They want to dilute that. We ain't going for that. If we got to be on here every day checking y'all and letting y'all know our lineage, we standing with our ancestors. We got pride in what our ancestors did in this country. And the real information, this is just true. We not pushing no colonizer history no more. We not letting people push that. We telling the truth right now.
I want to address this conversation, this topic, ever again. My thesis over.
You don't. You need to just leave it alone, fam. You need to just leave it alone because it's none of your business. Go to Africa. Y'all got stuff you got to be doing in your homeland in Africa. You need to be trying to worry about them over there because it's a lot that's going on that y'all need to be speaking about that y'all ain't speaking about. We made a way for all of them. Right. We made a way so y'all can come over here. And now y'all checking us about what we want to call ourselves. We gotta have time because we not finna let y'all control our narrative. He actually think he can sway us. We know they got a hold of him. He's the next Stephen A. Smith, y'all. He gonna be the next Stephen A. that they gonna try to push at us. But we ain't going for this. We ain't going for this. But check this out. I want y'all to see. This is some more.
I just want Black Americans to understand that we're not a different people. We are the same group of people. I see all the time online, people are constantly reminding me that I'm Haitian. Absolutely, I got Haiti tatted on my neck. I love that I'm Haitian, but I also want to remind you that I'm no different from you. They're doing the same thing to you that they're doing to me. We are no different. In the moment that we start acting as if there's a separation between us, that's where you let the perpetrators do exactly what they came here to do. Destruct and divide us so that they can conquer us again.
I hear Haitians, Jamaicans, everyone else is against the Black American, like they had no part. But I'm like, we're all Black. So if it happens to one, it's happening to us because it's going to go around.
And personally encounter people who do not want to associate themselves with Black Americans.
Absolutely.
They make
Me too.
a big point of
I've had that situation right here at the table. Go ahead. Yes.
that I'm Haitian, you know, so I've seen it personally do that. So I just think that when we say, you know, that we are
now at the end of the clip, at least the guy was starting to at least be a little more honest about how he's heard and witnessed Caribbeans differentiate.
So y'all hear the same narrative they saying on here is that we the same. Now, after all of these years, they've been throwing their flags up in our face, saying this, and they from here. Now, since we've been saying this, they want to tell us that we all the same. Tony Red, what's good, family? The Destiny Swap is over with. It's over with. We don't want to, like, we all together type stuff. In years, we done seen these people repping their flag, repping their own country. Do you know there's zero infiltration? Yeah, these people have been able to infiltrate our FBA communities. Yeah, we have. Let me put this charger on. Yeah, they've been infiltrating us. They think we don't know, but damn, I just think they mad because it's not working on them. Okay. Let's get that power started. Democrats. Listen, the midterms coming up, y'all. This is definitely a political thing. This is a battle. They trying to make sure. I don't know. I can't really pinpoint it on why it's so important for them to be attacking what we want to call ourselves, but definitely politics is involved with this. We all the same, yet don't have no culture. You see what that Haitian woman said? I got Haiti tatted on my neck, but we all the same. Now we all the same. And if they don't get out of here with that, if they don't get out of here with that, FBA hold the lineage. Yeah. We definitely holding it down. Gotta hold your own nuts. On the movement slip up. Nah, you good. Yeah, Tamara. Shout out to Tamara. Exactly. Why they mad? It's not working on us. It's definitely because we don't hear nobody else but them saying this. They don't do this for nobody else. They ain't doing this for the other cultures. We are not musty. The spell been broken. Destiny swap attempts failed. For real. Destiny Swap failed. Salute, though. They are all part of punk. Yeah. Can we really be mad at them when most keep voting for the Democrats? Gotta wake up and be stuck. Yeah, they trying to get everybody to vote for the Democrats. Democrats is in trouble. Faith speak life. What's good? Nah, we different. They were 10 toes down. Man, they was 10 toes waving their flag. I'm from over here. I'm from over there. They wasn't never saying that they was one of us. Andrea Jones put hold their own nuts. Salute, man. They honestly have no reason to be mad. It's really exposing them. It's like they don't want to feel uncomfortable knowing that, number one, they're a fleer. They're not standing up for their country. It's kind of embarrassing. You throwing a flag in another country when your country is in turmoil and your country needs you. We trying to fight and give our ancestors, we're not trying to be destiny swap. We want our ancestors to be credited, and we want to be credited for what's ours. And when you see people moving like that, you have to move like that in your country. And it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that they can't move like that in their country. They're supposed to be doing this, what we doing. Right. What 1804, y'all supposed to be challenging the system. I remember when it was, our music, our rap music was political. Fight the power. They was on there they was really saying some stuff. We're really battling with these people, with these colonizers. Spiritual TV put their country's people in the dust. They leave their countries. They know, they feel bad. Like they know you repping your country, bro. You at least need to be putting in the work and making sure you getting it right. No, you want to blend in to be an American, to be a Black American, so you ain't got to put in that work. So you don't have to step and take back what's yours. That's what you should be doing. But you don't want to go back and do that work. Go back and put in that work. That's what you need to be doing. Yes, that makes sense. If they were such warriors, then why aren't they way ahead? Right. We saying 1804. You fought for free. Go fight for that freedom. You got people taking over your country. You need to be standing on business over there. Why are you in our space trying to tell us how to be standing on our business in our land? It's weird. You already fled. You already is not even fighting for your own country. The least you could do is leave these people alone and let them people fight the people that's what they trying to do for their land. You just trying to make everybody fleers and soft and not trying to get back what's theirs. That's the worst. If you a tether like that. I can understand if you just like minding your business. But for you to step up and you want to speak out your mouth and trying to delay us from getting what's rightfully ours, you the worst kind of cockroach tether out there. You don't even want to fight for your own country. They are over here becoming lawyers, doctors, but they have no hospitals. Fresh always, salute. I saw horrifying, filthy videos, baby. And you saw horrifying, filthy videos, but they want to be in our business with what we trying to do. There you go, metaphor. But they want to destroy out. They think we're gonna sit here and let them destroy our land. No, it ain't happening like that. This is why we not the same. They gotta understand we not the same. We cut from a different cloth, and it's showing. The world is seeing this. This is why they gotta control this narrative. They gotta control this narrative bad. But I want to pull up this other one.
I ain't gonna lie. Here's my thing with FBA's, Foundational Black Americans. How they portray the lineage, I like it, right? Basically, they were saying that that they're descendants of slaves that were already in the United States, so that makes them foundational. Some of them say that they have African ancestry roots too as well. The only thing is just that word black, bro. Like we didn't come up with that shit, bro. That was the colonizers.
Look, we got somebody in talking about y'all FBAs are a disgrace to our ancestors. What? But you from Haiti. Our ancestors is the reason why you over here. Fake degree brain. They dodging Black American, but I saw Jamaican and SA putting folks out. You telling us about our people, talk about how you gonna let us know what is the disgrace to our people? We got our people proud and happy on how we standing on business right now.
Bro, the colonizers started that black shit. We just made it to where we made it popular, just like how we made nigga popular.
So here's another one that's incorrect that don't know our history. We've been using the word black with the Blackfeet tribe. It's people that still repping that. That's their tribe. We've been using words that they took from us. We're gonna have to put that in the book. That they seen what we was using on this land, and they used that and put it into the English language. See, people don't know before all of this, we had a religion, we had words we was using. They copied them same words, the same stuff, and just colonized it, just like they do everything else. But he's saying we. Y'all see a lot of them always want to use we, and we don't even know. You don't have the viewpoint that we have. See, it's FBA certified. Shout out to Black Alpha. It's FBAs, you got the lineage, but then it's the certain ones that's on code. We call like the certified ones. We on code, we know what we trying to do. We know where we spend our money. We know the rules and regulations to this, how to move out here with our lineage. Then you got some people, they just from the lineage, they just moving around.
It was Negro, then nigger, but then we said nigga. So it's the word play for me, bro. I'm big on the etymology of words, bro. So like I get the ideology, I get the lineage thing. It's just I don't like that because it's like now you really still just perpetuating an issue at hand with the word black. But because you put foundational in front of it, now it's like, oh well, I'm a little bit different. It's like not really.
You see the ignorance we got out here, y'all. But it's all good. It's all good because we definitely getting them mad. A lot of people gotta pop up and say something.
Yo, and y'all, I don't know. Y'all remember it was like this video with a girl. She was talking about like, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. But anyway, they was talking about like when black people dance, it's just something in our soul, like Black Americans, us foundational, chattel slavery. Because, I got to say it now because not everybody all of a sudden Black American. But yeah, when we dance, it comes from our soul. So this video right here, they're doing the breezy walk, right? And I'm looking at it, I'm like, why do it look weird? Of course, he can't do it like how he do it because that's really Chris Brown's personal dance, right? But I realized y'all are, because I started doing it, you know, I'm like, what's making it look weird? They're swinging their arms. There's no soul. It's like a vibe. It's like a effortless vibe when it comes to how we dance. So the person that made the content video about us dancing, did like a comparison between Usher and this Asian boy. They was like with this Asian guy. They were dancing in a music video, and you could see like Usher, he was effortlessly moving, not trying hard, but the Asian guy, he was doing it like as if he was counting in his head, like really trying to like get it perfectly down pat while he was next to Usher. This video right here shows like it's a lineage thing. Like, and there's no shade to nobody, but yeah, they might get close, might look similar a tiny bit, but it would never be like the doer, because you can't outdo the doer. But yeah, this is a prime example of it's in us. Like, it's just in us, the vibe. Because like when I did the dance, I'm like, oh, they swinging their arms too hard and they not putting no, like it's a certain way we dance. But yeah, I love us for real. Yo, and y'all, I don't know if y'all remember.
Salute. They can't listen. They can't copy us. They try to emulate us. I even seen a video, y'all, where they got Spanish people that's claiming Greek, doing the little dances and stuff. AME Church reminds me of the Southern Baptist Church. Okay. Soul in the blood. That's like them breakdancing in the Olympics. Man. Soul in our bloodline. Lineage, they jealous. You know, I want to show y'all some of what's going on, but it's countless of them, y'all. They all trying to steal our swag right now. But it's all good. Show how they dance. Listen, they've been trying to get a lot of these, what do they call it? The Brits acting. These people already is in the mirror acting like us over there because they ready to be, you know, they ready to get into these acting roles. They already are comfortable acting like us. They practice this all over the globe. They practice dressing like us. That's why we trying to switch up the game right now, because we like, dang, y'all like emulating us everywhere. It's like we got to come up with a new style every 3-4 years just to and see how outdated everybody else is. They be so outdated. They still wearing the jerseys backwards with do-rags and the long chains that go to your belly button. It's like we gotta switch up. We gotta switch it up every 2 to 3 years. They try to practice our soul movements. They'll never get it. They don't got it. Notice how most of them don't take accountability. Y'all kids. Salute to you. Love you, La kids. Always coming through for me. Pure character dancing. Let me put this up. I gotta put your pure character dancing. I appreciate you, y'all. Always holding me down. Salute to the water gang, y'all. We gotta listen. Let's put them waters. I gotta put them waters in the chat. To the fam. Godfrey is the words tethered and yeah. Yeah, I gotta say, you know, that part. You're right on that part. I read in the 1880s newspaper that the blacks were starting a new church in Nap. Okay. Everyone is trying to hijack us from our culture. Big salute. For real, you gotta be born with it. Yeah, with the style. Crafty actress mama. Salute the crafty actress mama. I see you. They were even wearing FUBU. It was wearing FUBU. That's what I'm saying. They so outdated. We have to switch our style up every 2-3 years. We got to switch it up, and we see like they didn't get the upload. They didn't get the new, they didn't get the new download yet. Jay Meadow with the water game. Cassandra, what's good? It's all good, man. We tapped in. I'm gonna have to chop some of this one up because we exposing the new Stephen A. Smith they trying to put out there on this. So this is exactly what they do. They like to pay a big dog like Stephen A. Smith, Disney paying him. And then they like to get all they little dogs to look at him and say, hey, okay, y'all gotta act like Stephen A. Smith if you want to get money like that. So they sicken their little pups on us right now. But I still rock my blue and yellow football jersey when I play on the tops. They still use 3G. Brother Papa Doc, what's good, family? Yeah, man, it's all good, y'all. I'm trying to get it consistent. Salute, Antoine Hall. I'm trying to get it so y'all know, man, 10:30, 10:45, Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. Y'all know the Water Gang is on and in the building. When we drop something, that's when they pick it up. Many decades later. For real, fam, it'll be 10 years later. And they still holding on to the style. Why are you called Water God? My grandmama nicknamed me BB or Bebe. BB means baby in French. I'm from Louisiana. They gave me that name Water God because I was doing water treatment, and I was selling refurbished water treatment systems, putting them together, for the people. And I was servicing, I was redoing water treatment systems and selling them as refurbished for a lower price to people. And, the company was like, nah, man, you can't do that no more. You got to sell a brand new system. And then, they nicknamed me the water. He trying to be the water god. And that's when that name kind of stuck with me. So they said that, I ain't just come up with the name. It was just something that was given to me that I just held on to. Crazy story. I saw hillbilly racists wearing FUBU. And the Egyptians was selling FOBO at the hair store. We looking at, yeah, fam. Yeah, Water God, it is amazing to be alive, learning that such a weight has been lifted. Yes. Yeah, we ain't giving in, man. For real. FBA train is moving top speed, for real. And it's a good time to be FBA right now. And people don't want to say it, but we repping our lineage. Andrea Jones. They named me Nuka Nuka. Knock. And when I was hella little, I was like, I ain't answering it. Nuka Nuka Knock. Oh yeah. Demoralizing Democrats. Let's pull this up. We got to pull this up. You put African American ain't African. Yeah, I think that dude, I forget his name, Terrastall or something like that. But I feel that he sounds like he's African American because his people is from Africa. That's what our elders be saying.
Were you ever told that your family came from Africa?
No.
As far as you can remember, all your family is from where?
Beaumont.
Beaumont. So far, all your family that you know of is from Texas.
Yeah, right.
You never known you was from Africa. Like, nobody ever told you that, right?
No.
Right. But kind of along history, we've been told that our family, our ancestors was enslaved, that they came from Africa, that they was brought on a ship over here from Africa.
Yeah, I know it's a story. Some events over.
Years.
See, now they done cut out my sound. See how they do me. This lady, which like a lot of our grandparents, I can't wait to see my great aunt in New Orleans in November, and some of my greats. They said they never, nobody never said they're the great grandparents. Nobody never said we came off a boat. I done talked to all of my grandmas. I talked to them. I asked them, my elders. Anytime I met elders, I be asking people that's in their 90s, 80s. I be asking these elders. I'm doing, I did a lot of sitting in people's houses, talking to elder people, testing their water, giving them water treatment equipment. I'm asking these questions. She didn't even take the Africa thing serious. Right. She listening like maybe they talk. They're thinking like maybe they talking about somebody else. They can't be talking about us because our grandparents ain't never tell us that. We had Black Wall Street jumping in the 20s. Our towns was thriving. It was a time when it wasn't no immigrants over here. It was just black. Well, it was only white immigrants. But I'm glad a lot of us are asking our elders these. I'm finna put it back on y'all because they definitely taking out my sound. No FBA. But this is what elders are saying. And this is hundreds of elders. I done seen a lot of elders say the same thing that this lady is saying, y'all. So I know she ain't just saying this. I have not seen one elder said that they knew somebody and they grandparents told them that they was from Africa. They don't know what's going on. They like, hold on, I don't know what you talking about. Let's run it again. Yeah, family. Let me read the chat a little bit, see what y'all. Shout out to the family though. Put not one. Not one said anything about Africa. That's what I'm saying. Not one. Her eyes tell you everything indigenous. Big facts, man. They tell you everything indigenous.
Right. So that's what a lot of people, especially my age were asking our grandparents about our history. And a lot of them are saying something very similar, that they were never taught about Africa.
That's right. Never.
So we may not be from Africa, be from here.
I think we are from, Texas or
America.
Oh, they right. Yeah, not African, no.
She said, not African, no. None of her peoples would have told her. Put slavery started in Massachusetts, not Virginia. Google that, fam. Not one in my family either. Iceman, what's good, family? I meant she would tell you she's not from Africa. My great-great-grandmother on my mother's paternal side named Ferry, that is an indigenous name. Her mother was a Cherokee. Big facts. Bro, they saying it's only like 1%, probably even less than that, that could have really came from somewhere else during all of these, the trade that they talking about. 49 million FBA, but not one elder story about Africa. How? Shut up, Andrew. No story, right? We got to hear that we came from Africa, from colonizers. We got to believe they want us to believe colonizers who colonized things over our grandmothers, grandfathers, our grandparents. You want us to believe what y'all want us to believe over them. No, we ain't having that. Blackfoot and Cherokee in my family. Okay. Bernice Brash, what's good, family? Expert put, my great-grandmother passed away at 90 years old. She told us we were Indian. Never mentioned Africa. Shout out to my grandma Teresa. She be tapping in. I asked her, I said, Grandma, what? Like, what's the background? She said, yeah, we Cherokee Indian. She said, my mom's dad is black. He has some Blackfoot tribe and Cherokee. So both of my parents, mom and dad, is FBA on both of their mom and dads, So, order God, salute, champion. Big facts, man. Creek on my mom's side and Cherokee on my dad's side. Yeah, man. So it's like we going with what our grandparents is saying, our elders is saying. We ain't mixing that up. We not letting these people tell us where we from. We also have zero stories of African coming back for the ones who were enslaved here. Or even them being involved in it. It was only in history books. They only got puppets like Jesse Jackson to try to give us this title when he had a card as a Cherokee Indian. You can't make this stuff up. Look into Native American mounds, please. Yeah, y'all. We finna release the FBA history book to keep the narrative, to leave the evidence leave the evidence out here that all the evidence that we gathered this year, last year, about the lineage, about clear facts that make sense from the Albert Perry, the Louisa skull, all of the truth that they don't want to talk about, fam. If you look at paintings, the swarthy complexion people that would be classified as black from this government standard. Right, you said Jesse Jackson is Cherokee, Chickasaw, and Irish. Alabama, Tennessee, Virginia, and Maryland, escaped Pennsylvania. They never said no stories about no boat ride. they would have said that. I'm Cherokee and Blackfoot too. For real. Yeah, I got a little bit of Blackfoot. My mom and dad is Cherokee and Blackfoot. But my mom's mom is Cherokee. On my dad's side, they Cherokee, Mississippi. Albert Perry was born in East Florida. Okay. Yeah, man, we just putting together the facts. Crafty actress put it. I have never heard any of our elders say anything about Africa or mention any stories from their elders from Africa. Now they got this back to Africa theory where they trying to push. And Julia Jones put, did y'all see the artifacts that John F. Kennedy showed? No, I didn't. We didn't see that. We most definitely didn't see that. We paid trillions into this system. Y'all know how we trying to come out with that immigrant tax, immigration tax. We shouldn't even be paying the same as immigrants. We shouldn't even be paying taxes. You know, that's why we trying to get some of our FBA, shout out to Jesse Perry. We trying to get our FBA brothers, you know, to get into politics so we can start pushing, you know, what's right for us. Cherokee, and I could trace my lineage back to the 1600s in Georgia. Salute, Brittany Jumper. I see you. I see you. I'm gonna love my FBA family. All right, FBA Bozeman. We'll holler at you, man. What's today, Saturday? We'll be back on Monday. But salute, fam. We going in on the I'm gonna put the Discord in the link for y'all. I'm gonna just, once you get in, I'm gonna have to check. I've been having to check everybody, make sure they good. But I'm gonna put that Discord in the link so we can all be linked up and y'all know when we dropping stuff, because we do got the app. We got the book coming up. And just trying to get our funds right for the manufacturing plant. We also trying to put together our manufacturing plant so we could be independent. We don't got to deal with nobody. But this is what they be doing in Africa. Y'all check this out.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Welcome. What are y'all doing?
They bow to show respect.
I ain't never seen nothing like that before. That was neat.
Thank you.
Are these kids literally bowing at my feet? My kids ain't bowing to nobody.
Titi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nikki.
Tolu.
Tolu.
Taya.
Taya. Hey.
Daniel.
Daniel.
And I'm David.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What you think about all this?
I thought you were our color.
You got a problem with that?
Don't be rude, Daniel.
No, we're not gonna get along. Kids are honest. That's one thing about kids.
How are you? Nice to meet you.
Welcome. What are y'all doing?
Put the Discord in there, y'all.
They bow to show respect.
I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Bow to them people.
That was neat.
Thank you.
Are these kids literally bowing at my feet? My kids ain't bowing to nobody.
Titi.
Nice to meet you. I'm Nikki.
Tolu.
Tolu.
Taya.
Taya. Hey.
Daniel.
Daniel.
And I'm David.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What you think about all this?
I thought you were our color.
You got a problem with that?
Don't be rude, Daniel.
No, we're not gonna get along. Kids are honest. That's one thing about kids.
All right, y'all. Let me start there. But yeah, that's what they do, y'all. This is what they do. and training them early. No, you see, you know what I'm saying? We ain't the same. We ain't the same. Yeah, man, we ain't the same. For real, but that's what they want us doing, y'all. Bowing out. Shout out to Joy. I see you. Crew Reality, what's good, family? Midwest and bow to white money. That's what they doing. I'm telling you. There's something up with black sense of smell of big facts, man. Put it something up. About to have them really begging. This is how they train them people over there. This is what they train, how they train people to act to them people over there. While we over here fighting the power and fighting the colonizer, they over there bowing down. You can't make this up. Salute, family. Prime, I see you. Yeah, man, we don't rock like this. This is why we want to be separated. We want y'all to understand who is who. We don't want to be, and we don't care if y'all take offense of it. It's just real. You don't want to have your culture mixed with somebody of things that didn't come from what you do, what you practice, your customs, and we ain't on that. Black Americans and Africans don't even smell the same. Yeah, fam. That was a good one. That was a good one, Prime. Even the island folks, white people go to their country for vacation. For real, we are not the same, fam. She going to gag when she sees this. They hate us for fighting their mom and daddy. For real. They like, what are you doing over there? You're not supposed to do that to the YT, man. They see us over there fighting the power. That's how they disgusting white beasts molest thousands of African children. That's crazy. For real, they go over there and they have a way in Africa, bro. Them YT people, they have their way. Anything they want to do, bro, they doing it over there. The African reptilians created to me, which is the popes, kiss their feet. Dang, they having them people kiss their feet? We probably are like ninja sneaking up on them with no loud scent. You'll be like, you smell like an American. The smell is different, huh, fam? Yeah, man. Salute to y'all. Salute to y'all. I gotta check out. So I seen somebody talk about Tarzan, saying Tarzan taught you something. I forget how Tarzan even how it went. Notice the immigrants both want to be white and black race. Hate us. Oh, Tarzan always look they behind. Okay. How about lottery supremacy? Now y'all know it's been a lot of talks about this ethnogenesis. where they trying to say that we came, they still trying to say we came from Africa. Or they just trying to ball it up and make it different. The Chinese built African infrastructure. Rubies, what's good, family? You in the building? Yeah, we just going over a little foundational business. We don't have an appetite for giraffe rib. Okay. Robin Mutual, okay. Yeah, man. Shout out to the family everywhere y'all at. Andrea Jones. And let's just say we were from Africa. Why didn't they eventually come fight and help us then? Since they want to talk about unity. Yeah, they know we ain't nobody had no ties to Africa. They was worshiping Master the whole time. They bowing to these people. They don't want us to be combating the system. They feel upset. You know what I'm saying? How you take over a people from which then much easier. Yeah. Our most impoverished areas don't look as bad as Africa. Salute, Rubies. Fee from H-Town. I was a different type of kid. I'm thinking too much. Tarzan confused the hell out of me. Right. I can't remember the Tarzan story. I know it. It sounds familiar, but that's why people are scared. They know mainland Negroes ain't them. Right, Mark? It's like they trying so hard to tell us who we are. When y'all just started naming who y'all was in the 60s. Africa wasn't even they didn't even have paperwork trail. America had paperwork trail since the 1500s. Even some from the 1400s. We got paper trail. We got the Louisa skull that they put out there in Brazil. That was a skull like 1400s, a black person in America. They don't have no paperwork facts that traces people far back like we do. Oh, Tarzan controlled the animal. Africans. The more we learn, the more we are going to discover the other tribes that are a part of our lineage. I'm so excited for us. Salute, man. Right, Dark Gable. Put the U.S. Census been around since 1790. But they even got the Seminole War that they had in Florida that was black people. It's just a lot of paperwork trail that says that black people was on this land. Even Christopher Columbus said he seen black people here. They look like Indians that was here. We got pictures of YT man sitting down with black people in America telling them about Christianity. This is all stuff that's documented. Why the African women walk, they all have arthritis. Birds, they all got arthritis. They do got a weird walk over there, family. American vernacular developed from indigenous language. Yeah. We had a language here. We was using words. Black people was using words, the same word, a lot of the same words that's in the English language. They got everything from us. Our Seminola language and is deep in the Southern drawl. Yeah. That's why they tried to push that movie Roots on us. TV has been the detriment to us. That's been the colonizer tool. They tried to push roots down our throat. They tried to push these stories and trying to tell the colonizer vision to us through TV. But now it's a great time to be alive. We got FBAs. Now we out here putting our information together and becoming the TV. And they don't like that. Time to step up the block, buddy. Dugout used in baseball. Okay, Trini say so. My granny, who's gone now, once sharply turned to me and said, "You believe that all I said when she snapped on me and said she snapped on me was the slave ships? Where are they, granny? Thought I was finna get smacked." For real, grandmas know, man. They be like, man, don't be coming in here with that damn colonizer, them colonizer story. Televised, television. I'm telling you, they tried to force stuff down our throats, so it's hard. You know, it took time for us to get this right because they were really trying to force this. Now we got the access to information. We can check this stuff now. Like, hold on. Remember what they were telling us? Talking about the man name was Toby. Y'all trying to make the man named Toby and his name was Kuda Kente. They tried to indoctrinate and program us, fam. Get out, Esau. Saki. Shout out to Ice Man for the knowledge, man. YouTube does it in your face now. Real, man. Salute, salute. The Last Dragon was a movie about delineation. Okay. Mark, I see you. Roots was a lie. And Alex Haley was sued by the white man that made up the slave propaganda. Big fat. If our grandparents and elders were still here to speak, these people would look dumb as for real. If our grandparents, big facts, man. Y'all, Roots is a child story. Check out Bye Bye Uncle Tom. That was the most filthy, disgusting slave movie that America refused to play in theaters across America. And why people don't want FBAs to know where they are from, why they promote Africa? Because FBA is from America. Understand the trick game. Exactly. They trying to beat it in our heads that we from Africa. Because when we doing this genealogy and when we doing all of this, we seeing that, hold on, not only are we from here, but we own land, we're old land. We had land that was here. Who are these people here? Everything finna turn around. Y'all gonna have to be paying taxes to us. It's finna get like we putting ourselves in position. But you put, I don't care who your mother is. If your father is white, you're white. I can see that. I can see that. I think we only created a few HBCUs. I think them YTs created our HBCUs, fam. I'm so happy I finally caught a live. Love you, family. Love you too, Shirley. Always showing love. Appreciate you being part of the money, the water money team. That's love. That's love. Yeah, we trying to gather up. We trying to gather up everything to have our own manufacturing plant. Definitely want to manufacture some water treatment equipment, but we want to manufacture things for the. We want to get back to inventing. We want to get back to inventing things and coming up with patents like we used to do. So we're trying to have that facility, fam. So definitely, man, y'all need to definitely become a member. That just supports the FBA, the lineage, the journalism, the work that we put in out, trying to control the narrative and keep pushing for what's rightfully ours, you know? Because them little hats paying them people, you know, they probably gonna get 100,000 for trying to lie on FBA or talk bad about FBA so they could keep FBA in a social construct where they can control it. And put sold the land. They would be great. That would be great. Yeah. We get into it slowly but surely, man. We're trying to raise for that. That's why we're trying to drop the FBA history book. Shout out to Random Drop, man. We're working on this app for us so we can be producing our own TV and, you know, our own stories that we could be pushing out now. We're trying to control our narrative completely, our image, name, and likeness. Bernice Brad. I'm trying to make it plain, bro. It's Tallahassee, Florida, Water God. I live a few hours from there. Okay, yeah, I live a few hours from Tallahassee. Well, I think about 4 hours away from Tallahassee. YT people just sit back silent, know they caused all of this confusion. Mm-hmm. Damn you. Yeah, man, I went to Bethune-Cookman, so I'm a wildcat. But I feel you. But what they saying is them YTs created our black history. I mean, not our black history, our black colleges, our HBCUs, man. I think it's a few that black people created, but we need gun clubs and self-defense classes. Andrea Jones, okay. Tap into the Taz Code. What's good? Shout out to Duval. Lala Brown. Tap into the Discord. Andrea Jones says she in Jacksonville. I'm in Mandarin. Let's put them waters in the chat. True indeed. Taz in the building. Sam Jackson and Tara Owens are from Tallahassee, Florida. Okay. Shout out to my Floridians, man. Facts, they did that after the Great War and keep our people indoctrinated. For real, shout out to Jacksonville, man. St. Augustine too. Hastings. My Florida people, South Florida, everybody from my hometown, Harlem, McBride, Florida. Big salute. The fact, Word of God, very few colleges were created by Black American people. Yeah. We had a few of them, but very few, family. They're trying to control it. And that's why our Black colleges was pushing African American. You feel me? We starting to reveal that. Anybody that was pushing that, family, we already know what time it is. Faith speaks. Water game. My hometown has an Indian store saying that they were the outskirts while we were the buildings stood making money for the bricks we made and sold to them folks. Okay. White supremacy created Black colleges to indoctrinate it. Exactly. They want to make sure this is what we learn, and this is why we trying to make and trying to really be independent. When we starting with our manufacturing, we want to be able to be independent from everything. We want to create and we want to be able to name ourselves. That's why we support Tariq Nasheed. He came up with something and we want to support our own. We don't want to support nothing that the colonizer created for us. That's why we're trying to come up with this manufacturing facility so we can start manufacturing our stuff, even for our Black businesses. They know that we manufacturing is going to be we're going to be 100%. This is why what we doing is so important. This is the steps that we're going to take to be able to be how we was when it was Black Wall Street, when we was totally independent, where they had to burn it down because we was just too independent. They had to put our towns underwater because we were just too independent. We had everything we had going on. Nobody could control our narrative. They don't want us in that position, y'all. They always want to control the narrative. Yeah, they want to control it. Salute, salty balls, salty balls. He put, I got you, fam. They got folks on Facebook, Insta, Twitter, who are acting like they are part of the FBA delineation movement, saying inflammatory stuff. Only them to lie. That's what they do, man. They lie on us with xenophobia. Yeah, we won't have to push for FBA history. You know, I'm trying to put together the little book right now with just important information that came out recently, but we're going to need something bigger than that in schools. Probably we're going to have a lesson for kids. We're probably going to have to create our own lesson that we making sure all of the kids learn. They got to learn this FBA history. Yeah. We ain't got to agree totally with somebody, but we got to make sure that we have us that we support, that they coming out with things. I want to support my people when they doing something. I can't totally agree on everything that everybody's saying, but if if one of us coming out and we standing up, we got to support each other. Especially if you on code. Code is what's matter. Anything free is going to cost us. It always comes with the underhanded play. Right, Lanita? Right about that. Salute. Saudi Ball said they using COINTELPRO, protected, for real. Shout out to Saudi Balls. If I stuck a leaf in my hair, not my hat, will you believe it? Would you put the question is why? Big facts. The question is why? We need to start raising money for independent movies. Example, Melvin Van Pebbles. Yeah, man, that's why I got that Discord in the chat, family, so we could we got Freedman Economics in there where we try to, we're trying to definitely come together and just have our own. We want to be in control of our narrative, control over our history, control over the things that we produce. You feel me? Bernice Brad, man, I'm trying to make it plain, bro. I know I be going off on tangents. I'm trying to make it so our people can understand, but random drop, I see you, family. Taz made it in here tonight. But yeah, family, we put jealousy. So Robin put, they use insults to identify if they African or FBA. Yep. I can't wait to see, because of politics, it's just gonna be a lot of people that's gonna be coming out the woodworks. Lawsuits if we can get them. Yeah, man, I reached out to a few lawyers about that, about people disrespecting FBA. And we gotta get more in we gotta get more recognizable. We're about to be on and I think that's why Tasha K didn't want to do the FBA. They gave a response. I'm gonna try to pull up their response. They gave a response why they didn't want to deal with Brother Dave Anderson. Salute, Bernie Brad. For real. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate y'all's support, man. If it wasn't for the water game, I'm telling you, y'all, we would I gotta give a lot of credit to the people that have been following the channel, watching, supporting, sending the cash apps, giving me inspiration, telling me about my boy Don Jeter. Y'all always keeping me informed to make sure I'm doing this journalist work. So it's like, I understand how important it is to have a team and have people that stick together, man. It's so important. That's when the magic happens. So all y'all are part of this, man. We're a part of something special. We finna do something special, man. So yeah, I'm finna email my brother Black Alpha, because they got an app they got going on. So I want to make sure it would random drop. Make sure we getting everything, we covering everything. But I know we on the right path because a lot of other people are doing the things that we doing on this channel. So man, I want all y'all to be a part of this, especially the family. She working with the Democrats, I believe, Tasha K. Yeah, man. Listen, and that other woman, I just did a video, y'all, with what's the other woman name? Tabitha Speaks Politics. Keep calling us a movement. She's on the DNC. See, I'm starting to see people trying to ride our wave. They're trying to ride our wave during these politics. I'm noticing the boy Juju Almighty, something like that. They be really undercover DNC plans, trying to be in the FBA space, but still have ties to the DNC. That's how they doing it right now. Shout out to my Jacksonville people, man. Andrea Jones, I see you. Make sure y'all join the Discord, man, so we can have a y'all could be a part of the stuff that we got going on. They handing out money like Skittles to the ops. For real, family. Like Skittles. That's why it's so important for us to support our FBA journalists. So we can keep this out there, because they think throwing this money out there to them that they could just beat us with money. Oh, we could just throw money at these guys and crafty actress mama. Duval County. Shout out to Duval, man. My Duval people, man. We here. Lala Brown. We got Andrea Jones. Shout out to Really Real. Really Real out of Duval. I got some Duval love. Got some people holding it down for Jacksonville. I've been stomping in Jacksonville for a little minute. Daytona. I've been all around Florida, man. South Florida, stayed in Central Florida, North Florida. I'm a real Florida boy. Look how loosely Flex talk about Valdosta, where I was born. Shout out to Valdosta. Shirley said Roots had me fooled bad. Yeah, they had all us fooled for a little minute. But now we know Dr. Marie Charles does research on FBA's fundamental Black British. Fee from H-Town. Salute, man. Willie D may not. I got on Willie D about, telling us to go fight ICE. You know what I'm saying? Willie D may not. Willie D probably a little hot with, he probably a little upset with me, but hey, it is what it is. I got to speak what's real, no matter how people feel. Yeah, I had to call Willie D out. G-Ville got some cold bunnies. I ain't gonna lie. No, they got some, listen, they got some FBA sisters too I'm noticing the difference though. Our FBAs that's on our history, that know our history, these are the ones that, I'm more attracted to. Anybody that's not on their lineage, they history, their ancestors, it's like we don't really align. But my FBA family that care about the ancestors, where they come from, and the fight in this country, it's like we could talk for hours. We on the same timeline. I never watched Roots, never interested either. Don't watch it. We gotta burn that movie. We don't need nobody watching that movie Roots. Why Tasha K looks like a Simon Sanders stunt double. He said, that's how you met me. Okay. I know, man. That video really went wild. Somebody, I forget who was that on the channel that say, Raw, you gotta look at water, you gotta look at Willie D, man. He tripping. He talking about attacking ICE. I seen the video, man. I had to put it out. I had to say, Willie D, what is you doing? She called being all life is a stage, just like the trauma show. Okay. She like Warrior said, give me a sister from some damn far south. Don't get they standing on lineage business. I'm telling you, that's where it's at. They care about our people. They care about our people coming together. They care. You know what I'm saying? That's where it starts right now. We need people that actually care about us progressing as a people. And I gotta give it to the FBA woman. They care, family. Our FBA sisters that's standing on lineage business. Yeah, they it's a different breed. I was just about to post the entire Roots film. No, don't do it. Don't do it. We not pushing. Listen, this is why we coming out with the app, because we trying to push our own televised television. We're trying to tell our visions to our kids, and people can see our visions, and we have our stories that's gonna link back to our ancestors. See, we trying to flip the whole script now. We trying to use what they use to program us, that we trying to turn that around and use our own resources to tell our own vision and program our kids with real information that really happened. Yeah, you right. You right, Joy. It's our brothers too. I click with my brother that's on lineage business. It's like it's nothing. It's like we just connect. And that's what I'm saying. We know that this is spiritual. We know that this is the space we gotta be in. Yeah, our vision. Yeah. Tell our vision. You right, you right. Listen, man, you ain't too hot. You ain't too hot to be getting checked and corrected. Anything I say wrong, y'all definitely correct your water. The script will always have loops and arrays. Yeah. Prime put a lot of these YouTubers not political savvy. Willie D trying to give him E for effort. Yeah. But what I pointed out, family, with Willie D, it was like, it was slick. It was like he could have took a check and made it look like he wasn't taking a check. Y'all gotta check out that video, fam. You know what I'm saying? You're right. We gotta give him an E for effort, but sometimes, and listen, if it happens, I can understand, but you made a mistake. But sometimes people be taking that check and they be making it seem like they still on code with the business. Now, he be on code 95% of the time, but I be catching some DNC Democratic talking points that he be saying, and it was like, dang, what he did? Y'all just got to check out that video. And y'all will see what I'm talking about. But listen, I'm not sparing nobody. I got to call it out what it is, you know? I'm just doing journalistic work, journalism work, informing our people what's going on so we don't get caught with the okey doke no more. YouTube is owned by who? Yeah, that's why we trying to have that app, man. We're gonna have our app to where we ain't gotta worry about, you know what I'm saying, if YouTube take the page. I'm gonna have a backup page too, y'all. I'm gonna be pushing. Yeah. Yeah, we can't spare nobody, fam. Quest Burnside, we were here in the words of Dr. King. Right, and Dr. King said, I'm gonna come get my check. Yeah, we got a study group right here. We got a study group in the Discord. We got an education section where we got education and stuff that we put in there. I ain't gonna say a study group, but that's something that we can start. Because we got to gather the facts. You know, I'm gathering the facts of the new facts that we had so we can put this out and have the evidence. For real, delineation now forever. For real, man. What does Silly Willie do now? Y'all gotta check out my video of Willie D. Just go tap in my video. Shout out to Fee for making us. Fee came to the channel. Fee from H-Town found me from my Willie D video, you know. And y'all will see the video of what he said, what he did, where I felt like he took a check from the Democratic Party to be pushing a narrative, you know. I'm big on being a YouTuber and being for my people that I only want to be funded by the grassroots movement. I only want to be funded by regular day people that's from the lineage. That's, you know what I mean? That's grassroots. I don't want to take no money. I'd rather do business. I don't want to take no money from no party, no people, nobody that's trying to say push this. But it's people that do this in a real slick way, you know? So the secret society symbols hate everything grassroots nation and Islam under Muhammad. Black Panther Party for self-defense, right? You got to go on my channel, baby. You got to go on my channel and search. I think it was like 4 or 5 months ago, but you got to search. I put a big X on Willie D, man. I don't know why you can't find it, but it's up there. That one brother, salute, one brother, Oakland in the building. A lot of people agree with that video with what I say. I don't miss much. I get stuff wrong, but I don't really miss much. You know what I mean? I've been on this and got good discernment. So when I watched what he said and somebody put me on to it, they like, bro, check this out, man. This man tripping. And I watched it and I did a whole. I'm finna show y'all the video, matter of fact. Let me I ain't gonna show it, but I'm gonna let y'all see it so y'all can know where to find it at. So we can know what we dealing with. Y'all gotta check this video out so you can understand how easy it is for somebody to. It's people that's gonna be rocking FBA, but then you may see them slip and try to get some DNC points out. Put Water God and Willie D. There you go, right there, y'all. Dang. Just go put Water God and Willie D and it comes right up, y'all. I'm finna show you how it come up right here. I got a lot of content too. I got that y'all didn't see that I did, that a lot of people had for me. So this the one where I did with Willie D. Y'all gotta check that out. The links I spoke on are coming, Water. Okay. Shout out to Oakland, man. Everybody showing me love over there on that West Coast, man. I appreciate y'all dearly. Mama Lisa. Everybody on that west side. Dr. King said before the Pilgrims landed at Plymouth, we were here. You found it? Okay. Yeah, y'all got to check that out, man. That was about 6 months ago. But a lot of people came from that video, man. They really understood where I was coming from. And a lot of these celebrities, I feel like Willie D is smart enough to know. Willie D been doing chilling for some time now. Yeah. Man, and I rock with Willie D. I was rocking with Willie D heavy, but I seen him going on some Democrat shilling, so I wasn't saying nothing. But I'm like, dang, Willie, you ain't sounding like you putting us first. You sounding like you on some some Democrat stuff. cover these and butts that was promoted by the immigrants on their TV show. Our young ladies and gentlemen, wake up. Yeah, we're trying to wake them up. Yeah. I did a lot of videos about our lineage too that people don't really know, that a lot of facts that I put out about, you know, the history of what we did. But, you know, I want people to know about what, you know, who just joining in. So it's crazy that I gotta find a way to still keep bringing up that information and the things that I put out in the past that's still relevant. You definitely get in the chat. Lala Brown said, Water Guard normally drop a dime about 10 a.m. and 12. I'd be on it. Yeah, man, I got something dropping tomorrow. Yeah, we gotta, that's what we gotta do. He King Democrat. I think he's seen it too, family. I think he's seen it too. It's too many people that was in the comments that was feeling exactly what I was feeling. That's when you know you connecting with the people. It's when a lot of people in the comments, like thousands, and they all saying the same thing. Like that's what y'all will see in that comment section. You will see people that saying, yeah, Willie, you ain't right. But I haven't seen, since I did that, it's like he kind of been in check. I promise y'all. As soon as when I dropped this video, the next video he did, he was talking about the Democrats and the Republicans. It was like he was straightening up. I promise on everything I love. I was about to do another video about this. I say, you know what? The man was straightening up. He became talking like an independent, just like that Jew dude that did that sit down with Flacco. He claims to be an independent, but I see clearly he's more of a DNC. But when I called Willie out on this, it was like he straightened up. It was like he began to shift to now be more of an independent. Like he's talking more on independent points. And I was about to say something about that. I was about to do a video like, look at how Willie changed up now. He's now talking about Democrats. Before this video, he never talked about a Democrat. After I did this video, he started to speak on Democrats in a, you know, like calling them out, family. Y'all can, like, you can look at 6 months ago and watch the video, like right after these, right after I did this, he started his first time going at Democrats. So all I'm saying, y'all, is games to be played with the politics that people got to get called out. Because they'll be like, they'll take 100,000, take 200,000 from them people to push narratives, but trying to stay hidden. That's the name of the game. It's trying to stay like you grassroots, but you're taking big money. You're taking money from people who trying to endorse agendas. And people don't be wanting to hear that sometimes, but that's what these content creators be on, man. You put grassroots FBA journalism, made him tighten up. Yeah, because we exposing it and people are seeing it. So it's like you can't keep getting up. You gonna have to, you gotta put some real into your content creation. Some people standing on real business, they 100%. Not taking no money, it ain't none of that. They standing on business. They not going. But some people, they want to get that check too, but they also want to stay down with the people in the grassroots. Lala Brown said he's seen it. Democrats took the job to erase and attempted. He had to see it, Lala, because I'm seeing how he was doing content. Even now, I be checking out some of his thumbnails and checking out his stuff. It's like he can't go down that route no more because he was exposed. It's like he couldn't do that. The video was a sham. It was like it definitely was a fake video. When y'all see it, I'm telling y'all, it was a fake video that it seemed like it was promoting for black people to get out there and fight for immigrants. Which y'all know we ain't on that. But salute to it, you know what I'm saying? It's nothing that personally, this ain't personally got nothing to do with Willie. It's just whoever it is, this is journalism. It's the journalism for the grassroots, you know? Content creation is. I appreciate you, Fee. I'm glad I made that to get you to get you aboard, man, to get you on rocking with her. I'm glad it touched you. And that's what I be trying to do, man. Touch the like-minded people, man, to connect with us and push the grassroots movement. Because, like I say, the Water Gang, we are the activators. We trying to activate the systems for us. That's our calling. That's what we trying to do. You know, you got a lot of FBA channels doing their thing. Black Alpha, he's on activists, but we trying to activate. You know, a lot of people doing their thing. Everybody different. Everybody stand their own lane. My brother, introvert, rock star. I love what he doing. You know, if I had to name my top 5 FBAs, I gotta put introvert, rock star number 1. I gotta put Black Alpha probably number 2. You know, but introvert, I gotta put Taylor House Publishing in there. You know, as far as the content creators, I probably gotta throw Afro Elite. You know, that's probably 4. I gotta put the Water Gang in there as number 5 though. It's only right. But if I had my top 5 right now, that'll be my top 5 of people that's standing on the business. I'm bowing out because these are some of my family. Keep it up though. Syndicated networks do not like social media no more than the next. That's why Scarface stay far away from Willie D. I feel you, Lanita. They grabbing people off the bench, trying to put them in the game. Yeah, one accord is the key, man. That's why I'm saying I like what my brothers is doing. Everybody in their own lane, and they all supporting. You know, Don B. I gotta throw Don B in there, man. These people that shot at me out, you know. So I gotta give a shout out to my people, man. Tariq got some raccoons for friends. Charlemagne Godfrey. Yeah, I don't rock with Charlemagne. He another DNC puppet. Any of these commentators, these big names that's making a big check, it's just like Stephen A. Smith, Tony Red. What's good, family? They trying to play both sides. Their goal is to act like they grassroots, but still getting a check from big YT companies. And they don't want people to know. Family, they don't want people to know that they taking these checks. That's why when you see grassroots like our FBA brothers saying, bro, we're being funded by grassroots. That's why I respect Tariq Nasheed, because his project is funded by by the grassroots. And that's where I want to have our people doing. I respect when it's being funded by us and you ain't taking no money from them people. I know it may be hard. It's gonna be harder to get to your destination. You can easily sell out your people for 3-4 videos and get you 300,000. I know, but standing on lineage business and having integrity and having honor, you know what I'm saying, and understanding that you would rather stand on business with your people means so much, bro. And that integrity and that type of mindset is what I'm attracted to. I don't like people that'll do anything for money, bro. I don't trust you. I feel weird if you just, somebody offer you some money that can undermine your people and you gonna take it. I can't rock with nobody like that. They check. Look who's behind the curtain. For real, there you go. Integrity is a core part of our culture. Especially seeing what our Black Panthers did, Fred Hampton, Bobby Seale, Malcolm X. Integrity means so much to us. Integrity is what we are attracted to, you know? Being honorable is like that's what it means to be a FBA, especially certified. Having these intangibles is everything. Crafty actress mama put, I don't rock with Angela Yee either after she just sat there and let Charlemagne make Lil Mama cry. I ain't see that. Salute, Iceman. Never undermine integrity. For real, man. And that's what we see with our FBA brothers right now. We got integrity. Y'all seen that dude I put on here that was the fake Stephen A. Smith? It seemed like he don't got no integrity, no honor. Like, mind your business. Don't get into other people's business trying to tell them what to do. That's an integrity issue. That's a principle. You don't have good principles and morals to understand what you need to talk about and what you don't need to talk about. This is what we talk about. The difference is like, that's funny how easy it is to like FBA. Starting holding people accountable is 100% my DNA. I'm not stopping till they pay me. Facts, because that's what it comes down to. Them they ain't paying us. They owe us reparation. Years of labor that we did, they owe us for the war on drugs, Black Wall Street being burnt down, the redlining, the experiments they did on the lineage. They did a lot of experiments on us with MK Ultra. People don't even talk about that. The Tuskegee, they did a lot of experiments on us. Yeah. But you put vet and coats and arms for a reason. If we don't know, by now we'll never know. That's why keep it real is a saying that came from our culture, nobody else's. For real. And you see, we look at all the melanated people. We the ones that keep it the most, that's keeping it real the most. It's like in our DNA to be like that. Expert K put, peace to the water god. We are waking up to our true identity. And haters have a problem. Just low IQ. For real. Taz put forceful land removal. Yeah, we exposing that, man. So, man, if y'all in the Discord, I want y'all to anything y'all think that need to be into that FBA history book, definitely get at me so I can make sure that's in there. You know, we got a lot of chapters I'm working on, but I don't want to miss nothing out that you think that we got to make the evidence. We got to keep that going to make sure people know about this, our story. We'd love to see you chat with Willie D. You two are like dad and son. Hey man, I chat with anybody. I don't think people want to chat with me though, I think the FBAs be wanting to rock with me. I be always talking to my brother, introvert rockstar. Don B be hitting me. I done been emailing Black Alpha Network and messaging Theo the Great. So it's been some FBAs that I've been in contact with. And then the grassroots. My water gang is really is my people. The water gang. So I know I got the drop. I got the drop Discord. For real, any information y'all know that, is about, if y'all could put it in that education, and just mark it like FBA history book. So it could just make sure we got the right information and we giving out the right stuff for these people. We are the chosen one. Big salute. Roy G put he Nigerian. It's too many fake personas. Yeah, man. We only rocking with the real, man, at this point. The certified. You gotta be stamped from the grassroots, man. And we know who they are, man. We can see our brother introvert. We can see our brother Black Alpha, our Afro elites. You know what I'm saying? We see our brothers that's certified, that's standing on honor, integrity, morals, values, principles. So you can't hide no more. You can't fake being real. Like you either got it and you pushing it for the people, or you out here, we can see right through you. I'm in there. Salute, man. Andrea Jones, but I will be 67 old this Monday. Okay, happy early birthday. I'm so glad to see my lineage together like never before. This is so amazing. Salute, Andrea Jones. Join the Discord, man. We need Jacksonville. You and Lala. We neighbors. We right in the same. We in the same vicinity. I'll see what I can do. Really kind of funny with interviews. Yeah, man. I want some of these people to put me on so we can get the stuff that we working on out there. So it would be great for me to be able to get in front of a lot of other people's platforms, so we could definitely be pushing and bringing our people together with all of the moves we're trying to make. Yeah, make sure y'all smash that like button. No problem. I don't know why anyone in the chat, but Iceman in between him and himself, we got plenty of history to drop. Yeah, Iceman we need to get Iceman to drop. Put some of our history in the Discord. Yeah, Iceman been riding for a minute, man. Hey, the water gang strong, y'all. I'm telling you, people really recognize the following and the people we got here in the water gang. They really see it. That's how, the Don B's, the Kwame Browns, the O'Shea Duke Jacksons, they've been coming on the channel like, bro, I've been seeing what you've been doing. They've been saluting. The whole us as us and like us as a whole. Thanks, love. You too. Oh, Lala says, hold on, I ain't see Lala. Yeah, we love our elders, man. We love our elders. Shout out to Lala. And Jacksonville love in the building. Y'all, I done linked two of our FBAs that was in Japan. We got two of our Jacksonville in here. So this page been connecting some people lately. We go deep down into history. Big facts. For real. I got to try the Discord again. Is it pinned? Yeah, I know you my friend on Instagram. I just dropped it. I just dropped it, man. I'm gonna drop it again for you. Anybody that in, I'm definitely hit you and make sure we all good. Expert, I see you. Now he was called an African booty scratcher. Man, them folks are the worst. This American government destroyed our land, allowing so many foreigners on our land. Big facts, man. That's what we pushing. Burners Brash, I see you. All of our content creators who stand on business. Do you know YouTube is after you? Remember. Oh yeah, big facts, man. That's why we trying to, as you see, we're trying to position ourselves and have our own app. You know, shout out to my boy Random Drop. Still gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people are on YouTube, but we're gonna be directing them to our private communities. That's how I'm trying to do y'all with Discord, and we're trying to get it to where it's our private communities. You know? Because I want to have Tuesdays and Wednesdays, I want to have a think tank. Tuesdays, I want to have it for everybody who's just trying to do, we just trying to link together, we just trying to do group economics. Wednesday is for the stuff specifically that the Water Gang is trying to do and come together and practice group economics together. And we have our think tanks where we talk and trying to put things together. So the goal is to take, you know, we all meeting each other through YouTube, but then we taking it off YouTube, and this is what we discussing, you know, real boots on the ground stuff, you know, to empower ourselves. We're trying to empower us, you know. I want to see all my FBA family, you know, making a living off of making sure they're providing for their own people, their own lineage. You know, that's what I want our people doing. We seeing a lot of other cultures and nationalities, they all working together. They all working together getting the bag. That's how we want to have it. I used to be watching online now, so if they fade away, they hide. All viral access, loves world, and banging and two out here. Okay. I be seeing all viral access. He used to do like the hip hop news. It's a fact that most of our history is hidden in the War Department file. Yeah, family. Yeah, we have indeed been invaded. Burners Brad. Yeah. So y'all know, you know, we gonna come up with that mission statement too. So y'all already know where we standing. You already know where we stand. But I'm with every FBA channel and been daring them. So yo, slip up. I remember my first time talking to you about Alpha and Elite. Yeah, man. I ain't even know, man. You know, I seen them boys doing their thing for a minute, but You know, I'm kind of the smaller channels. I ain't gonna say I'm kind of one of the smaller channels with the FBA, but I'm still getting the recognition from the big channels like Black Alpha, Alpha Elite, Don B, Introvert Rockstar, you know, Taylor House Publishing. So probably because, you know, I be dropping videos like this, the one on Willie D, but you definitely can't correct. Yeah, Lanita, a lot of them selling their souls, man. And that's why we gotta call them out. Crafty actress mama put, do you think MLK set us back with the segregation? He was a part of it, but you know, I think that he tried to get out of it. Yeah, the Discord. Yeah, we got the Discord on the. We're keeping it on the low. But I think when he said we're going to get our check, so yeah, when he integrated us with everything, that was a bad idea. It made us have to put but it wasn't him though. It was the higher ups. He just played a role, just like Jesse Jackson played a role in making them name us African American. So these people just be faces for the higher ups. I ain't gonna say higher ups. I'm gonna say for them little hats. Them people, y'all know exactly who we talking about. So they would have had somebody to do it. You know what I mean? But it messed up a lot of our wealth because we already had wealth. Believe it or not, lots of them have sold out already. Yeah. Yeah, we was thriving under segregation. Exactly. We had our towns, we had our money. Now we was fighting to get in the stores with them people. So it definitely took a toll on us. Yeah, but we live and we learn. But I don't want to take nothing away. Like he still, you know, he got taken out before he could make the impact he wanted to make out. So that's why it's kind of like, you know, I can't kind of like say that, you know, I got to give him his credit, you know what I'm saying? Because we going back to get our check. So he died trying to, you know, put us in the right direction. And he said I might have put my people in the burning house. So I respect the man that know when he wrong and trying to do right by his wrong. That's just, you know what I'm saying? I respect a man that's gonna do that. That's having honor. That's having integrity. You know what I'm saying? And he showed that. Yeah, at one point seemed like he was a part of you know, but like I said, they had to take him out because he was doing things different. So he went out like a soldier for the lineage. The civil rights was an indigenous trader. Yeah. Yeah, we got to learn from our mistake. And he publicized his. He said it. I think I might have led my people in the burning house. And he changed his tune that we finna go get that check. So he died a soldier. He died fighting the fight, trying to change the narrative of what it was. I can't take nothing away from the man from that. But I do got to acknowledge his faults. I do got to acknowledge, you know what I'm saying, what he was pushing. But I got to respect what he did. Appreciate that, Carmen Music. Yeah, man, a lot of people tapping in. Salute to y'all, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all. A lot of y'all been holding me down for a minute, man. Channel is growing. I appreciate it. Just trying to stay my course, man. Running my race, you know. It's crazy because a lot of people be getting on trying to say messages for me to do this and do that. And, you know, not none of my people who've been holding me down, but it's just new people that be coming up, watching the channel, be trying to tell me that I should switch this up and switch this up. Or it's good to see y'all saying, bro, keep doing your thing, staying solid to what I've been doing. Yeah, man. King apologize. We had our own towns under segregation, owned millions of acres of land. Now we have nothing under integration. MLK admitted he led his people into a burning house. Yeah. Yeah, he admitted that. So it's nothing we could, you know, they could have got over on him. Her groove, but never changed. I appreciate that. Appreciate that, because they be trying to, you need to do this, but I appreciate y'all telling me to stay the course, keep doing what I'm doing, and I don't gotta change, because you know how people be trying to, you should do this, you should do this, you should do that. And I'm going off of what my people and my, you know, my water gang people saying. So y'all keep me grounded for real. Run it the way you want. There you go, Andrea. It's your house. They can make their own channel and do whatever they want. I appreciate that, DSB, for real. You know, yeah, because I value, you know, my lineage and my people and how they saying. So you're right. There's too much people that's telling me, man, do your thing. What you doing is you doing it. Nothing needs to change. So I'm sticking with what y'all saying, man. I ain't letting nobody try to throw me off my pivot. Yeah, he made a lot of impact, man. But yeah, on this Saturday night, man, I appreciate everybody for tapping in. This was a good one, man. We gotta chop it up. Facts. You and how you are, why you. Yeah, that's what they do. Beans, cornbread. Sound like you straight out the South. Yeah, man. Sergeant King, I see you. What's going on, y'all? Man, we just, you know, you tapped in at the end of it, but we just going over a lot of lineage business. You know, a lot of people just think we be on here just content creating, but we really gathering our people together and trying to huddle up and do some things and rebuild our community. They don't understand it's medicine in the candy. With all of this content we dropping, with all of these videos, it's medicine in the candy. We trying to get people to come together. We trying to veer them off of here and be able to huddle up and make some plays. So it's deeper than just us dropping content, you know. They claim my father records was burned in a fire. Navy section. I told them he was in the Army. For real. All natural. I see you. But I'm sick of these anti-FBAs. So true, man. We all sick of them. Cooking us some chicken, fettuccine, and broccoli. Do your thing, man. If we Africans, why would we claim them if they sold our great ancestors? Our great ancestors were sleeping with no dusty, all natural, put Michi in forehead, 10 inch. One thing about y'all know how to roast, boy. Y'all know how to roast them people. Y'all be having me laughing in the comment section, right? How y'all be going at them people? What you put, beans and cornbread? Link? Yeah, man, we trying to link with our people. So when I drop content, I want our people to come to the channel. I want them to understand that we got to huddle up. We got to be coming together and doing something. Dr. Claude Anderson, I always keep him on the end of the video. So people ain't got nothing going, always giving advice. That most records were underwater, not burnt. Mm-hmm. For real, man. Want to give advice by FBAs, but follow your own experience. Salute. Yeah, man. Follow my own discernment, right? Got you, Ronnie. Okay. Ronnie, we got to get you linked in, man. Proud business owner in the ATL. I'm trying to get up there too, man, that you say that. I'm working on, I got my boy Don Jeter. I got my cousin up there in Atlanta where I'm trying to get I'm trying to get that territory for my water business. So I'm working on getting some territories for my water business. I know I got Jacksonville and South Florida right now, but I'm trying to get Atlanta, Dallas, some of our where we at, where all our FBAs is at. I'm trying to be in those areas, man. Y'all been looking up when and why circumstances were done only in America, but the fake small hats claimed that it was convenient. Yeah, so Ronnie, that's what's up. Yeah, you gotta let us know what your business is, man. You gotta get into the in the Discord. 'Cause that's what we about, man. I want us to be linking people who got businesses. We gotta in the FBA. We need to be making sure we get their business out in different cities that we need. We gotta make sure we networking and growing our people's businesses. For real, expert K. Appreciate you, man. Keeping the foot on their neck. Yeah, right. Big facts, man. Shout out to my ATL people. Salute. I appreciate that, Andrea Jones. We definitely pushing forward. Home builder contractor. Yeah, man, you need to we gotta link up, man, Ronnie. Yeah, man, I'm in the water purification. So we in the same kind of, you a home builder too, man. Yeah, we was looking at Jonesboro at some lots. So we gotta keep you on the, hey Ronnie, we gotta keep you on the line, fam. You gotta get on, you gotta get in the Discord. My boy got home building. Shout out to Teresa Henderson, man. Discernment also cannot be taught. You right, fam. That's something you can't teach. Cherie Brown, what's good, family? Salute to the FBA sisters, man, tapping in, and my FBA brother holding it down. Experience, you right, fam. Experience can't be taught. You got what you got. If the beneficiaries of the trust don't get compensated, then the administrators are not performing. Big facts, man. But yeah, family. So just to let y'all know, every Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, 10:30, I may want to go at like, I got a lot of people on that West Coast, so I like to do it a little bit later so I can catch everybody. For real. That's why we got that FBA history book coming out, man. Y'all look forward for that. Something that we're gonna have for the kids. Everybody, really. It's just to have these facts in one place so we know that this is the real information that they don't want us to be having. So yeah, Monday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. I'm going at 10:30. And I'm trying to bring on other content creators, FBAs to link up and do stuff with. So y'all gonna be looking out for that. A lot of people want me to, do some collabs just so we can get the stuff that we trying to push out. We can push it out more and have people know about what the Water Gang is doing, man. And y'all welcome. Y'all are part of the Water Gang. Y'all rock with the channel, man. Y'all are part of what we do. The Americas hold 50% of the world's water. That's why this land is it's the most inhabited land that had to have people here first. Because we got, water is life. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a living testament. Salute, salute. So, man, I appreciate y'all, y'all. So y'all be tapped in. FBA history book from the Soil Edition. Yeah, we're coming out with that, man. We appreciate y'all support. If y'all join the Discord, if it's anything that you feel like that's important information that you think needs to be in our FBA history book that we trying to push out, definitely join the Discord and put that in there on what you think so we can make sure we cover everything, because that's just how we rock, and we want to make sure the grassroots is a part of it. And that's what we do, y'all. We the Water Gang. Levon, I see you. Y'all go ahead and put the waters in the chat for the gang. And y'all know how we do, man. Health, wealth, a better understanding of self. That like button and check in. For real, Marquis Bankroll, I see you, man. Y'all definitely hit that like button for us. Push it on the algorithm. Child heroes. Yeah, we need to get some of our heroes in that book too. We got to talk about the people that we ain't got to talk about. We're going to keep it positive. The stuff that they need to know that they ain't teaching in the history books. You feel me? FBA, your boy expert out of Cali. Okay, shout out to Cali, man. Always holding me down. Yeah, I like that homie building homes. He a home builder. I got to keep him on board, man. Salute to the Water Gang, man. Everybody that's new to the Water Gang, we welcome you. We love you, man. We definitely want to stick together and make things happen. This is a great time to be alive. Great time to be alive, but not too many collaborations. Bring them to you. I got you, Sergeant King. You right. You right, family. Bring them to me. I ain't got it. I can deal with some like-minded people, but I get what you're saying. We don't want to be spreading. I appreciate this connection with my people when I do my lives, and I know everybody appreciate it too. So put the youngest FBA sheet. So yeah, man, I just want to give a shout out to Juniper Joy. It's important to have physical copies too. Digital is easily manipulated. Yeah, we don't want no digital copies. We want hard copies that you got. You got one for the You got one for the family. You know what I mean? Because this is updated. This is from 2026, from what we gathered. So most definitely, we're gonna have the book out, man. Definitely got some. We working on the chapters, man. But it's gonna be an updated information. 2026 of information that we gather that changes things. So shout out to Joy, man. My boy Bankroll, Salty Balls, I See You, The Watts Prophets' first album, 1972, rapping white and black world is missing FBA history, not touched on enough. I got you, fam. I got you. The Watts Prophets. We'll look up that, fam. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna put that in there. I mean, we're gonna check it out, man. And rapping white and black world, man. Lit chat. Yeah, the chat lit tonight, man. I gotta give y'all, hey, I gotta salute to y'all. Andrea Jones, I see you. Lavon. Shout out to all my water gang members who've been holding it down. All of my members, everybody who always coming through. Salty balls, bro. Yeah. And salute to the family, man. I'm copping that book for real, expert. Yeah, man, I need y'all to support, especially my water game, man, because that's going to really, that proceeds is going to helping us do other things. So we just trying to come up with, valuable things that we can present to us, present to the lineage that could propel us from doing more things, man. Knowledge is power for real. Watts up. Yeah, Watts Writers Workshop. For real. Yeah, man. All of my water gang members, all natural. Ice Man, my guy, Lala Brown, my Duval. Everybody who been holding me down for a minute, man, that's been on the channel. I see y'all. Teresa, we got PG County that was in the building, Money Man. Crystal, I see you. And everybody who knew that just tapped in as well. We appreciate y'all. Cherie Brown, most definitely, man. So y'all got the schedule, man. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I ain't gonna say Monday. Monday, Thursday, and Saturday. We be tapped in. Definitely gonna get the book. I just bought my niece's cursive books. I'm glad they bringing it back. For real, we gonna have it soon. I just want to make sure I get everything that we need. The most important information. Like if I miss out some, we can come out with a part 2 or something like that. But I got some stuff that I want our kids, everybody to know that this is the updated information. So yeah, family, it's in our DNA to be great. Y'all know what the movements is, the wealth transfer and delineation. So we're trying to make sure we spend with us, we connect with us, we make sure we look out for us, because we all we got, you know. Ain't nobody else gonna come help us, save us. They look at us as, they don't, they look at us as the op. So so expert, I see you. FBA is like a runaway train. Nothing is stopping us, for real. Ainswell, Call Dog, Lanita, I see you, man. I appreciate you. Salty Balls, man, I appreciate you for supporting. Shirley, I appreciate you for always holding it down. You are the money, the water money team. All my members, man, I appreciate y'all. Keisha here, I see you, Keisha. We the greatest, like Ali and Foreman. I see you, I see you. Bernie's Brass, for real, man, making it plain for him. That's what I do. I've been linked to the fam on this. Yeah, man, y'all be safe. I know, Levon, you got to wake up early. And oh, no, it's the weekend. You got you one this weekend. But yeah, fam, but y'all just keep it safe, man, and make sure we supporting us, man, and our businesses. Shout out to everybody who tapped in, man. I love and appreciate y'all. Y'all just look out for what we got, man, with the information. I catch y'all in the Discord or I catch y'all on Monday.